the cattle after their kind, and everything that creepeth upon the earth after his kind. This is
Yo,
1:25. And God
can you
saw
hear me?
that it was good. 26.
On the death?
And God said, this is
Yeah, we can hear you.
1:26, sorry. And God said,
Oh,
Sure,
let
sure,
us make
sure.
man in our image after our likeness. So he's already made man out of his own
exactly.
image. Afterwards, he
So
comes back again and he creates
before Adam,
mankind, and he's
yeah,
making
before Adam.
them out of the clay.
I hear you, but broski, that before
Um,
we butcher the scripture too much, yeah, I just want to
butcher it.
point
Go
out
on.
something, yeah, because I found the conversation going a bit left when I was listening, so I had to arrive back on the panel and just re-enter the room. But like think about it like this: everyone should know this, yeah. What do demons do? Do they walk around in demon form, or do they possess people? What do they do? They possess people, don't they? Yeah. Now, what are demons? Are demons fallen angels?
Some are,
Yep.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, what do you think angels do,
Not
bro?
all, but some.
Do they possess people, Kaz?
Right.
Nah.
Let me
Come
say
on.
something though, yeah.
can,
Angels
they
don't
can.
Let me
Come
say
on.
something, Moji.
Think about this for a second.
Wait. Yo, Shift, check this though, yeah. I feel like there's something about being an angel, meaning that you may have certain abilities that you lost
That's right.
when you become, or you forfeit when you become
Fallen.
the demon side. So maybe it's even an ability that the demons lost. But I do think that the angels have the ability to take on a human form and themselves without possessing. And I think half of this is about that. They got that power.
Not
Now they're
really,
trying to
though.
regain that power and
No,
come
no,
back
no,
in the
no.
physical
The
themselves.
only thing the
Well, I
demons
would
can't do is
agree. I
re-enter the
would agree
kingdom.
with
That's
you
the
on
only
that.
thing the demons can't do is re-enter the kingdom. Other than that, a demon and an angel are exactly they're the same being. A demon is a fallen
No,
version.
not
That's all
really.
he is.
Because
They're the same
no,
thing,
they
bro.
can't
Nah,
do
nah,
they
because
can't
you
do
know
loads
why
of
I
things.
say
Because
that.
even
You know
God
why I say
says
no.
to Lot
One
that
more second. You
God
know why I
says
say no. One of their identifying markers is where they can go, where they can travel, right? So remember, being cast down, it means something, both literally and I think metaphysically, right?
Metaphysically, that's
So
right.
let's take that as
metaphysically,
a
yeah.
dimensional thing. So if
Yep.
the angels can commune or be in the presence of God or in the heaven-like states, and the demons can't, that might have something to do with the type of suit, the type of body, there's consistency
no,
where
no,
they
no.
can
That's
go.
to do with the
I mean,
craft. That's to do with the spaceship, guys. That's what
yeah,
we
Do
meaning
you
the
know
body.
what,
We're
Jedi?
dealing with
In what
space
you're
travel,
saying,
and
Yeah,
the
but demons are
demons
still
have
in a higher
the
dimension
demons.
than
The
us, though.
demons don't have vehicles to go back home. That's what it is. They don't have vehicles. Now the angels have
No, that's
vehicles.
not true.
When they
Vehicles.
you say they don't, you say they don't. But remember, when we're talking about
wings,
people
I
like
suppose. If you look at it
whoever
as
getting
wings,
taken
wings
into
could
the
be
heavens,
vehicles.
they're being taken on vehicles. No angel never put no one on their back and flew with no wings, brethren. It never happened, guys.
What
Let's
are you
be
talking
honest.
about, bro?
I'm talking the truth, bro. That's the truth.
Moses was taken in a chariot, wasn't he, into the
No, it
sky?
wasn't
So
Moses.
what
It
he
was
said,
Exactly.
Elijah.
What
It
we
was
going here?
who
Elijah.
What
was
we
it?
It was
doing?
Elijah. It
Elijah.
wasn't.
Sorry, Elijah. Yeah, sorry.
Elijah. That's right.
Apologies. Elijah
Elijah.
was
There you
taken
go.
in a chariot to the sky.
Angels don't need
There you
What you're
vehicles,
go.
saying,
man.
Jedi,
They
bears
don't need
credence. So,
vehicles.
but if you look at, I suppose you could also look at it as duality. That if an angel has the ability to transform, and the devil and demons can only imitate, that means that they could only possess. So you'd have to look at it as they're both the same type of being in terms of their spiritual coding, I guess you could say. But as you said, one can transform, and one can only possess, because that is kind of the opposite
One can
of
Hold
what
on.
it is.
The
enter
devil,
So
the
I
devil
guess
is still, the
I guess what
devil
you're
is
saying
still an
makes sense.
One
archangel,
can
you know.
enter the
The
physical
devil is
realm
still an
and eat.
archangel,
Hold on,
bro.
hold on. One can enter the physical realm and eat bread. Yeah, let's not front. I don't know what you're trying to do. One can enter the physical realm and eat bread and sit in houses and lay down. Yeah, so like as long as we're clear on
Yeah,
that,
through
got feet that people
possession.
want to
Through
wash.
possession, Jeds.
No,
That's
no,
what
no,
they do. They
my
possess
brother,
Yeah,
my
people.
brother,
a
Where
my
does it
demon
brother.
say?
can do the
Right,
same
so
thing,
where does
though.
it say
No,
that?
no, no, no,
Where
no,
does it
no,
say
no, please,
angels are possessing men? Where does it
It
say
doesn't
that?
say that,
please,
Shifra, man.
Bro, they
please,
are
please,
possessed. Listen, let me explain something to you.
please,
Let me
please,
It
explain
doesn't
something.
please.
ever say that.
You're saying
Shifra,
It doesn't say
Shifra,
that, man.
you're saying it
But
doesn't say that in the Bible, but remember, the Bible is taken from other books. Why do you
man,
think every time you watch any film or anything to do with demons, they always talk
you're gonna
about
laugh.
possession, they talk about
That's
demonic
mad.
possession, but they never
It's
tell you
true.
about the angelic version.
You
Because
never hear
angels
about
they don't
angelic
need to
possession.
possess anything,
Exactly.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
They can make
They
any form they want.
do
They can come into you like an animal. They can look like
Hold on,
anything.
because they can
hold on.
possess the animals, just like the demon possessed the serpent in the garden.
Right, thank you.
I ain't heard about no angel being in an animal. I don't know what Zulu's talking
Yeah.
about.
Yeah,
How did
I
you
have
know
no
I
about
mean,
this
idea.
they can
serpent?
make themselves look like anything.
Yes.
I
Yes,
never heard
yes.
about that.
Hold on, wait.
Never heard about none of that.
There's
Stuff look
different
like nothing.
versions.
All I
Listen.
know
Okay,
is
so
they're
the
walking
burning
in
bush.
town. They're walking in town looking like man. That's not the burning bush. Is not an angel, bro.
Okay,
The
but
burning bush was
he heard the
God.
voice from a burning bush, and it was from an angel.
Yeah, but that was God. He
It
literally he
says the
said
angel of
the
it says the
burning bush
angel of the
said it's
Lord.
God.
No, it says the angel of the Lord. Actually,
Did a
when you
man
read that.
roll with the angel? Did a man
So,
roll with the
and
angel?
that's
after
actually
that?
supposed to be Jesus.
And
So
the angel was the
Did
fire, not the
Moses?
bush, right?
Did
the
Moses?
burning bush was
miracle.
Jesus. The burning bush was Jesus talking to
Hold on.
Moses.
Did Moses walk with the angel after that?
Did Moses walk with the angel? After
Did he
that?
walk with an angel? Did he ask angel
No, he walked with
questions? Was he
God.
given? Okay, so you're saying God walked with Moses? Is that what you're?
What?
That's right.
No, he doesn't say he walked with Moses. What are you talking
No,
about?
I don't think so. I definitely agree. Did the angel though? Did he get?
No. Are you talking about when he went to the mountain and he spoke to God after they left
So,
Egypt?
but you just said the angel of the Lord, right?
No, it says the whole burning bush. It says the angel of the Lord spoke to Moses through the burning
Right.
bush.
Right. So where's
Through the
God
burning
in
bush,
this?
did you say?
Through or
No,
in,
the angel is the voice
I can
of
refer
God,
to the
right?
passage.
So
I can
the
refer
Let's
to
burning
the
bush
go.
passage.
wasn't the angel of the Lord. He's just
I can,
speaking through it.
I can
Cool,
refer
no
to it.
problem.
I can go to the
That's
passage, but it
cool.
does say
It's
the angel
definitely
of the
not the
Lord.
same as angels coming to the yard and eating food and looking to get their feet washed and laying down.
So the verse
Yeah.
the verse for the
No
burning
one's gonna
bush
hurt your
is
chest.
Exodus 3. Yeah. Now Moses was tending to his flock of Jethro, his father-in-law, the priest of Midian, and he led the flock to the far side of the desert and came to Horeb, the mountain of God. There the angel of the Lord appeared to him in flames of fire from within the bush. Moses
Okay.
saw that the bush
Oh,
was on fire.
There you
Hold
go.
on. Don't
Yeah.
ooh yet. Don't ooh yet. Was on fire. It did not burn up. So Moses thought, I will go over and see this strange sight, why the bush does not burn up. When the Lord saw that he had gone over to look, God called to him from within the bush, Moses, Moses. And Moses said, Here I am. So it starts off with an angel burning in the bush, but then
Right.
God speaks
an
in the
angel
bush.
that is
But
called
hold
God. An angel that's
on. An
referred to as
angel.
God. Sounds like Jesus, huh?
No, an
Oh,
angel.
Lord. Nah, wait.
Hold on. An angel can be
different.
referred to as Lord.
Nah.
Like what are we doing?
The
Baal
only
was.
angel.
Hold on.
Monkey.
Baal that Abraham worshipped was referred to as Lord. So because of the L, yeah, these are all L, Baal, and
Yeah,
Raphael, and
but
this one and that
no,
one. The L's.
You're not
Hold on. The L's.
listening.
No, I don't have to
He's
listen. I'm
changing
saying
the
the L's in
subject.
that
Yeah,
region.
you know, but you're wrong, Matthew. You're wrong because it said when the Lord. So yes, you could say when the angel saw that he had gone over, it's then comma God called out. So it's not Lord God. It's not Lord is speaking through the bush. It's when the Lord saw that he had gone over to look.
Right.
So you could say, if using that argument, yes, you could have any angel was looking and saw him, and then God spoke out afterwards.
It
But it doesn't
starts
So
say.
remember, guys.
No, but hold on.
Oh, man.
An angel is a messenger of the Lord, right? And he only speaks the Lord's words. So that's what it is, man. That's like it makes sense, right? Because God
No,
sends messengers.
man.
1 second. God
Go on,
sends
No, because then he even says, I am the Lord God. He said, I am the God of your father, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, the God of Jacob. Yeah, it's not an angel, because angels always refer to themselves, as you said, as messengers, and they will say, the Lord God has said, the Lord God has said, or God has
No,
said,
he
God
doesn't.
has
He doesn't
commanded,
do that.
God has whatever.
He's
It
right,
doesn't say
Matthew. He's right,
don't
Matthew.
angels
He's right.
don't turn around and say, this is what it is, I'm God. They are messengers, so they
Raheem,
give
Raheem,
credence
And the
to
angel
those who are
of the
above him.
Lord.
Raheem, do me a favor then
Mm.
to corroborate
Big
that.
up,
Yeah,
big up.
Oh, big up motion.
big up its sauce.
Big
To
emotion.
corroborate that, yeah, then go to the
Big up,
birth of
Motion.
Jesus or Samson or any of the other prophets who were
Right.
visited by an angel,
Right.
and see if those angels then say, "The Lord God says," or "You are commanded to." And
So
speak
who do you want me
with
to
the
look
Most
at?
High's
Who do you want me
What
to
about
look at?
emotion? What about Gabriel?
Anyone?
With Mary? Gabriel said the Lord God has said, "You shall call your son Jesus, Yeshua."
Yeah, give him a name.
Gabriel said that.
Does he say the Lord God has said, or does he say that you should call his name?
Emmanuel.
Let me look at
And
it.
does it also say that he will be called the Son of God? Not that he
Right.
is, but he will be called.
Yeah,
Meaning
but that's
people will call him that.
Jesus. I love that bit, and I agree with that. He says his name shall be Emmanuel.
But
He
hold
shall
on,
be
hold on.
called. He shall be. It doesn't actually mean he is.
But Raheem,
hold on.
Raheem. Look, think of it logically. How are you going to start the whole conversation with an angel and end up he's talking directly to God? Does that really make sense?
I can explain, Maku.
Yeah,
Maku,
it
I can
does.
explain.
Because it's
How?
like you have. It's like you have. Because it's like this. You have for a business, for example, you will have the CEO and the PA. The PA will look to the diary. He will look to everything that the CEO is going to do. So if you want something to happen with the CEO, you speak to the PA who will check the diary, who will say, yeah, it's okay. There's time for you to speak to the CEO. So in that fashion, you could use it as the same thing, just oversimplifying it. The burning bush is a reception desk, and the angel is there looking up from the reception desk. He sees you come over. He says, "Oh, just a person who God wanted to speak to. Here's God." It's the same way. An operator. It's the same
so
way.
how does he speak to God then?
It doesn't say it like that.
How does he speak to God? Because
Doesn't even.
It does, and I explained how, because it's got a comma. Yeah, go on. What did you say, Motion?
no, I'm saying, how does he speak to God? Because you're telling me he was in the presence of the Most High speaking to him?
The
Yeah,
angel
but
of
in
the
the
Lord.
form of the
Because
burning bush.
there's
God
another
spoke
saying.
to him through the burning bush.
The reason why
can
I
I-
asked that question, because there's another saying that says no
Does that make sense? Mm.
can see
Can
God and
see
live.
God. Right.
That's right.
Yeah.
This is
true.
what.
So he
This is
didn't
what.
see
So
God.
what is
Did he
Moses?
see God?
Raheem,
Was
please.
Moses
But
a
did he
man?
see God? He saw the burning bush,
Motion, I
brother.
can answer your
He
question,
saw the
Motion.
burning bush,
No, but
and he
the burning
spoke
bush
through
appeared
the
to
burning
him.
bush to him.
And
You know
what was
why
the
we're
burning
being
bush?
So
you know why
an
we're being
angel.
silly
him,
here?
and it
You know
The
was
why we're
verse I
being silly
read,
here? Because we're
the
entirely
verse I
focusing
read
on the
said that he
Bible.
spoke
We're forgetting there's more than just the
the
Bible
burning
when it
bush,
comes to
man.
scripture, you know. Like think
Motion,
about
Motion, do you know
Muhammad.
what it
When
is, Motion?
Muhammad
Well,
was quoting the Quran, when Muhammad was
Oh, no,
reciting the
man.
Quran,
Come on,
yeah,
man. Can I
who
speak,
was
man?
with him? Who was with him? And obviously, you know, the words was given to him apparently by an angel, by Gabriel, again, yeah. But who was with him in the room? Was there another man in the room that was confirming his words was correct? So what I would suggest to you is that man was possessed by the angel, because
man.
remember, the angels and the demons exist in your conscience also. What are we doing here?
So
No, they're
your Motion. Can
dealing with
I answer your
possession,
question?
cuz.
Can I answer your
I
question,
mean,
Motion?
hold on.
Oh, Maku, man.
Sorry, Zulu. Go on. Sorry, I'll wait.
So I just want to say this quickly, yeah. So when it says and the Lord saw him and then God said, another thing we need to understand is when we read in the Old Testament, yeah, the phrase the angel of the Lord, yeah, or whenever a Lord is referred to as angel, what we understand that to be is a pre-incarnation of Jesus. Meaning, do you know how Jesus says before
What?
Abraham, I am, and Abraham was glad to see my day, etc. Basically proclaiming that he existed before he was born. All these occurrences of angels coming down, claiming to be the angel of the Lord, specifically the title, the angel of the Lord,
Right.
that is Michael, that is Jesus speaking to the
And
prophets.
that is Gabriel.
No, Michael.
My brother,
Gabriel
Gabriel
is-
is
so-
no. You have to
is the
understand,
messenger,
Gabriel is gone. Gabriel has appeared to every prophet, my brother.
Not every prophet.
Not every
Most of
prophet.
them.
Sometimes
Most
of
of them,
them,
though.
He's appeared to
Gabriel is the
Mary.
messenger. Gabriel
two
is the
times.
messenger charged with giving the message.
Giving
To,
messages.
you understand?
Definitely.
No, but Moshe, Gabriel's mentioned by name
Definitely.
to Mary
But
and
also,
to Joseph. He's not
Melchizedek
mentioned by
an
name
angel.
to most of the prophets. The angel of the Lord is actually Yeshua, pre-becoming
come
a
on,
human
bro.
being.
Like, allow it, man. What is the
Pre-becoming
point
a
of
human
God
being.
having? Hold
Yeah.
on. What is God? Because you don't want to read the book of Enoch. Yeah. This is why you don't know that there's many types of angels.
I
you
do
get what I'm
know
saying?
that. What are you talking
Okay,
about?
then if there's many types of angels, what's their purpose? If they're just going to be out there, and God is, and God doesn't need angels, then, according to what you're saying, He should just directly just go to the person, go into his mind, and give him that information. It would be much
Because if we
easier.
were to see him, we would die.
Right.
But
So
that
then,
is what the
does
angels
God
are
do?
doing, though, Maku.
Thank
So
you.
the
God's
angels,
the
the
What
angels
they're
messenger.
doing,
speak
they're
on
going
God's
into the
behalf.
person's
They speak
mind.
on God's.
Wait,
They speak
on
on
God's behalf. Thank you, Zulu.
That's right,
They
on
speak
God's behalf. We're going into a person's mind, and they're going to enlighten a person who's going to be the messenger.
So was
Now,
Jesus
what?
possessed?
The problem comes with the wording, big G, little g, and Lord. People forget that big G, little g, God at different places is written differently in the original text. Elohim in one. Do you get what I'm saying?
That's right.
It's not what it is, and that is plural. So what are we saying? gods? No, we're saying angels.
We're talking multiple, yeah.
We're talking multiple
But this
angels.
is why
We're not
you gotta
talking multiple gods.
understand.
There's only
But this-
one creator, and he has
Mhm.
angels, right? Heavenly hosts.
That's right.
And some
The
of those
Elohim.
heavenly hosts, including Jesus, were there in the beginning.
That's
But
right.
this is
So
why you
it
gotta
makes sense.
understand.
Hold on, the soul is older than the body. The soul is older
That's
than
right.
the body. Let's
That's
everybody
right.
agrees that.
Bamaku,
Yep.
this
And
is
the
why you
Most
gotta
High gave skins of clothes of skin to Adam and Eve. You hear that? Clothes of skin
Right.
to Adam and
No,
Eve.
animals. It says animal skin motion. Please.
Where does
bro.
it say animal skin, my brother? I just read it just a minute
Hold
ago.
on,
Clothes
hold
of
on,
skin.
hold on.
So was there not a goat or a ram that was
So-
animal
Did
skin?
it say the skin of the goat or the skin of the ram?
Lulu,
It said clothes of
Lulu,
skin.
Correct me if I'm
Lulu.
wrong. I could be wrong, but
Bro,
does it not
does it
say
say
that?
skin or does it say fur?
What type
If
it
you
is?
were to kill a lion, would you take its fur or would you take its skin?
It's
I'll
fur.
have a look.
Skin,
I'll have a
All
look
right,
at
my
it right
brother.
now.
Talk to me, brother. Talk to me, man.
Nah, I'm gonna
But
look
this
at
is the
it.
point
with
I'm
skin.
making,
No, you
motion,
take it
in the
skin
sense
still.
of,
You take it skin.
The
when we're
skin
dealing
is
with
the fur.
angels and demons,
You take it
we're
skin.
dealing with spiritual beings. We're not dealing with something that's
Well,
physical.
hold on,
but it can inhabit something
my
physical.
brother. Hold on, my brother. Yes, no, it's both. They have the capability of being metaphysical beings, some beings of light, and able to turn into human beings. Like, why can't we give angels that? And then demons can do that and then some. Because even in the Islamic version of these angelic beings and jinns, yeah, it seems that the jinns have more capabilities than the angels. I just don't understand how that came about. Do you get it? But even though we say, okay, cool, right, we accept that, right? They still have the ability to transform from pure energy into physical form. That's why they can travel interdimensionally. Like, what are we doing?
So
This
Zulu
is
and
a-
Rahim. Oh, go on, brother.
Yeah,
Go on.
no
That would
motion.
still
It
make
says
sense,
skins,
though,
it says
Matthew,
skins,
in the
it says
sense of
skins, you're
if
right.
you're saying they could transform into physical form, yeah, on
That's
the physical
correct.
plane,
This is
yeah,
interesting.
like
Yeah.
I'm hearing that and I'm not disagreeing with that, but in my
Yeah.
impression of what I've read, I would say that the way they transform into the physical is by the use of a vessel. That's how I would interpret it. But obviously, you know, I'm listening. I'm not going to
Not
act like I
always,
know it.
not
all.
always. No, yeah,
Yeah.
you're right in the sense. But remember, even once they become physical, they also have a lifespan. But their spirit or their soul or whatever does not have a lifespan. That is what's trapped in this realm. So whether a soul of a demon lived here for thousands of thousands of thousands of thousands of years, yeah, he's gonna try and find a conduit because he's trapped here.
Mhm.
This is
So,
bigger than Nino Brown. Hold on, this is bigger than
I've
Nino
been
Brown, and we know
looking.
this. Hmm.
I've been looking
I get
for when
I get you.
angels
In
speak
a
to
sense, what you're
people.
saying is the angel's true vessel hasn't died yet. Like the demon's vessel has died. The demon's true vessel has died. That's why it
No,
needs to possess.
both can live extremely long times, right? But I'm saying some things come to an end. If you come into the physical form and you get killed and you die, then your spirit's wandering around till maybe you possess something or possess human and go into the womb when the child's being born. Like, there's many different ways, right? Because we know about possession, we don't know about good possession. That's the main thing.
There's no
Because you
such thing
already
as
have
good
a spirit.
possession.
Thank you. We already
Huh?
have a good. We
Really?
already have a. Hold on.
Possession is inherently bad because you're taking
Right.
over someone without their will.
Right. And what happens usually when that happens is
There's
what
no
we see
free
in
will,
church.
anyways.
Hold on, is what we see in church of people shaking
Hold
up
on.
and down and all of that because your body already has a soul and something else is coming into the body. So it's like a reaction.
It's like a
Okay,
tug of
but
war.
wait, Zulu.
Right.
Let me question you on that.
What about
Let
the
me-
Holy Spirit?
Motion.
though?
Before you go into that, let me before you go to that. Let me just because you asked me about an angel speaking to anyone. I've just been trying to find a verse. It's taken me a while, but if you look when Sarai, I don't know how the hell you say it. Sarai, yeah,
Sarai.
she was spoken to an angel. She was spoken to by an angel.
Many
And
angels.
she said, she was given instructions. So the angel of the Lord said unto her, return to thy mistress and submit thyself under her hands. So angels are very capable of speaking without it being the voice of God. They give direct instructions under the guidance of, but it's not God speaking through them.
Yes.
And if you want to check, it's 16, verse 6, it's Genesis 16, and then you can look from, yeah.
If that's true, Raheem, you just admitted to angels having free will.
But
No,
that's our
I didn't.
Michael, in the Christian concept.
No, I
you don't
didn't.
believe
I
it.
said that. I said that he
You don't
gets.
believe angels
I
don't
said that
have
he
Yes,
free
gets.
you
will.
just
Hold
did.
on.
Yes, you
You
just
don't
did.
No, I
If-
did
if-
not.
If angels
How is
don't
what
do
I said
things,
free
hold
will?
on. All right, hold on. If angels don't do things by the will of the Creator alone,
I
then
said that they do.
they're working on their own devices. It seems like what you're saying.
Matthew, I
So-
never said. Matthew, I've said many
So
a
when-
time there is no such thing as free will for human or any other spiritual being. There's no such thing as
that
free
makes
will.
no sense.
No, but
That
they
makes
do
no
have free will.
It does.
But-
It makes perfect sense,
They
and
have
I'll
free
explain
will.
in a
They
second.
all
Hold
have
Do you
on.
mind if I ask
Hold
you a
on.
question,
Sorry,
Raheem?
too many people. Hold on, 1 second. 1 second. What I read there was an instruction. It's not an instruction from himself. It's an angel of the Lord. The angel of the Lord is a messenger of God. So he's come with a message from God. It's not
Yeah,
God
but
speaking through.
Raheem, just to
No,
correct
that
you
is
there, brother.
exactly it.
Sarah
That's exactly
Sarah
what-
in the story is not the prophet. You have to
No.
understand Sarah was
I didn't say it was a prophet. I just said
But if I'm
someone.
trying to say Sarah wasn't instructed
Mhm.
with any specific or charged with any specific responsibility,
No,
bar
none.
returning back to the place where you're supposed to be. Do you understand me?
Yeah.
Like so you're married to a man the other day, you're running away because of harsh treatment, but you need to go back because what you're gonna get blessed in it. Just cool.
But
Understand
exactly, that's exactly why she is given. She's blessed, so it's a purpose. That's her purpose, to be blessed. She needs to go back. That's the instruction. She's been given an instruction from a messenger. God's given the message to the angel. The angels come down and given it to her so she can continue on the path that she is meant to be on.
But what I'm saying to you,
It is an instruction.
She's
So what's
not the
different?
prophet in the story.
What's difference with Moses?
Okay.
What is the difference with Moses, please?
The other angel, the
Sorry,
other
after
prophet.
you finish, do you mind? I'll ask Raheem a question. So after you guys have done.
Yeah. Big up, MD.
You go on, sis.
There you go.
Go on.
Sorry,
Go ahead.
yeah, I just wanted to ask you a question in terms of angels, because I feel like we're going far off the point. I was typing, but then it's easier just to speak.
Just to jump on. Yeah.
Is it a case of do you believe that angels have choice? Like all beings have choice. Do you, as a human being, believe that you have a choice?
Yes.
No, I don't believe that there is a choice. I don't believe there's
So
a
have
choice
you-
for anyone.
So can you do me a
like,
favor?
so you step
Can you
out.
explain Lucifer?
So you wake up in the morning. You have a
If
choice.
there's no choice,
Either
there's
you're
no
gonna,
judgment.
No.
Innit?
you,
It
There's
makes
no
no
choice.
sense. Alai Zulu.
Can you
Yes,
explain
it does.
Lucifer?
So the reason why I
so
say this.
sorry guys. So yeah, I just want to. I really want to get somewhere with Raheem. Sorry. So
The reason why I say
Go
this
ahead.
is I personally, I'm not a Christian or anything like that. This is my
Big up
personal.
Raheem.
Get that money. Gotta get that juice. Gotta get that. Gotta get that. Gotta get that money. Gotta get that juice. Gotta get that. Gotta get that. Gotta get that money. Gotta get that juice. Gotta get that. Gotta get that. Gotta get that money. Gotta get that juice. Gotta get that. Gotta get
Living for
Yeah,
money.
big up yourself, Axel.
Big up, Axel.
Big up.
Yeah, big up Axel. Big up yourself.
So yeah, you saying
So
about
the
Lucifer?
reason why I say this. No, I wasn't saying Lucifer.
Yeah.
For everyone. So the reason why I say that there's no such thing as free will.
right.
The angels that rebel.
I'm not saying free will.
Lucifer-
I'm saying a choice.
Lucifer, the angel
Or
that
choice.
rebelled.
Well,
Mm.
what do you mean, Lucifer, the angel that rebelled?
Yeah,
The
he
angel
rebelled,
that
didn't
rebelled. There's no free will. Yeah. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
Yeah.
That's-
That was his.
it?
Hold on. So listen, this is why I say it's choice is an illusion. Yeah, there's no such thing as choice. There's no such thing as illusion as free will. It's a matter of perspective. So to us, we have free will because we don't know what's going to happen. God already knows what's happening. So therefore, the only person who thinks that they have free will or they are making a choice is us or
You're
the animal
crazy.
or
You've
the
got your
angel or anything. I'm not talking crazy. Hold on. And the reason why is because I said God knows everything, past, present, and future. So it's a lack of understanding and a lack of knowledge and a lack of foresight that makes us think that we have this. So Lucifer may have felt that he was rebelling, but God already knew that this is what he was going to do. God created him with that sole purpose to do that.
And so,
100%.
but isn't it the Most High's word specifically that says that he rebelled? So are you saying that the Most High does not know what he's saying?
Or is it man who's written that? Is it the Most High who said that, or is it man who's written that with their interpretation of their understanding?
Just for clarity, so I can sort of really gather where you're coming from.
No, but if you're gonna clarify
do you follow a specific paradigm? Can I ask your spiritual views?
No, so I used to be Christian. I was christened and confirmed in the Anglican Church. I dabbled in Buddhism. I dabbled in Islam. I've got a Quran. I've got a Torah because my step grandparents were Jewish. So I've had an experience in everything. Yeah, my step grandparents, not my actual grandparents.
When you say Jewish,
so this is where the confusion is lying, because like I'm the way that everyone's discussing with you, I'm presuming that you're a Christian, so I'm speaking to you in
no.
That's where the
religion is an evil thing. I personally find religion is an evil thing. Personally, I think spirituality is more important.
So why are you not doing it?
Why am I not doing what?
Why are you not doing religion?
I just said why, because I find spirituality to be more important.
Because you've got free will.
No, this is my lot. This is my path. This is what my path is.
You chose your path. Hold on one second.
No, you perceive it as a choice, Maku.
Okay, I know where you're coming from, because you're saying that it's all preordained. So the steps where you are now is where you have always meant to be.
Yeah, 100%. And I also believe that there are many versions. I believe that it's like the branches of a tree.
Okay, so then the issue. Sorry to cut you. So basically, let's get back onto the topic, which was about angels and angels being, are they able to conceive with human beings, right? So in terms of Zulu, right, you would say that we have freedom of choice, right? Because the devil chose Lucifer, like who was an angel in the Christian paradigm, that Lucifer was an angel, and he chose to be rebellious and therefore be forsaken, right? Now he may not have had a choice to leave, as in he was thrown out, right? But other angels chose to follow him, right?
The third.
So then in the Christian paradigm, it would appear that angels do have a choice, because some angels chose to follow the fallen angel, the one that was thrown out of the heavens, right?
Yeah.
So therefore, if they have now chosen to fall, and it would make sense that certain abilities were stripped from them. Do you understand? Because certain things are for certain ranks, like you have priests and you have deacons, right? Now, from how I was brought up in the like back home in Ethiopia, one of the churches we went to, there was one part of the church that we went to visit that myself and my cousins and my sister wasn't able to go into it. Only men were allowed to enter those places. Do you see what I'm saying? So in that sense, it would make sense that even if there is this kind of structure in the human world, and what is reflected above, what is in the heavens is also below, then also this a similar ranking system is also there. So if you are now out of the fold and out the ranks of the mighty in the heavens, it would stand to reason that certain privileges will now be taken from you, right?
Is that an assumption, or is that back to scripture that certain privileges are taken
I mean, does that not make sense?
Logic.
But we have to stick to the scripture, right? If we're going to refer to
but I'm saying, but this is the scripture. But is it not? But this is what I'm saying. Does not the scripture say that other angels chose to follow the fallen one? Yes or no?
That's right. So you're right, sis. You're right. But here's what I'm going to say to you, Matthew. Hold on. What I'm going to tell you the scripture here that you lot need to be looking at. Yeah, it is Matthew 25:41. Yeah, Matthew 25:41 is going to explain to you about the devil and his angels. So when you are saying that the devil's not an angel, no, the devil and his angels, bro. Even the demons that follow the devil. No, but hold on one second. No, hold up. Remember, you said this, Zulu. You said no, angels
No,
can't possess
Zulu.
people. You're chatting shit, bro. Because
No,
if
but
the
see,
devil
no,
is
but
an angel, hold
Shiva,
on one
you're
second.
missing
If
the
the devil
point.
is an angel, one second.
Go
If
on.
the devil is an angel, yeah,
Yes,
and
yes,
the
sir.
devil possesses people,
Yes.
then realistically, that's what angels do,
But
bro.
angels-
No,
Why
but
would
no,
the
but
other
you
angel be any
Shiva,
different? That don't
shall
make
I
sense.
say to you
But
where
it's
you're
fallen, it's
That don't
fallen.
make
where the
no sense.
confusion
Angels,
no,
bro.
where the confusion is with
Bro,
you,
the
yeah?
devil's an angel, regardless of falling or not.
Mm.
He's
But
still
that
an
Right.
matters,
angel.
though.
Look,
But that
in an
matters.
army, right?
Hold on.
If a general has been kicked out of the army, yeah, he no longer holds rank, meaning he no longer holds a certain position, but he still has a certain type of knowledge. Okay, so
All right.
he
If
will
you hold on one
utilize
second.
the knowledge
If you
he
kick a
has
lion out of the pride,
because
is that
now
lion
certain
still a lion, or
privilege
is he
has
no
now
longer a
been taken
lion?
from him. So an
That
angel
don't make
comes
sense,
out.
sis.
No,
Sis, you're talking
ain't.
about
What do you
army, but
mean
you're
it don't make
forgetting,
sense? If you have
regardless
been
of whether
thrown
he's in an
out of
army
the
or not,
Shiva,
he is
please,
still
this
what
is
he
not an
is.
argument.
If you
This
kick a
is a
lion out of a
conversation.
pride,
We have to
the
You're
have.
changing
lion
the
is still
topic.
a
Come on,
lion, whether he's in the pride or outside of the pride. He's still a lion. Let's not lie to the
both
people.
of you, to
Yeah?
both of
The
you, to
fact of
both
the
of
But
you.
matter is,
Shiva,
the devil
Shiva,
is an angel. Prove me
One
wrong.
second,
Prove
sis.
me
One
wrong.
Can
second.
you
But
hear
if the
me?
devil hasn't got
Listen,
angels, prove me wrong. Read it.
in
Matthew
order to
25:21.
facilitate a conversation, you also
my
have
brother.
to, listen to me get to the point. Yeah. At the end of the day, we're not talking about a lion coming out of a pride.
Mm.
It's still a
No,
lion,
but that's the
right?
proper
We're
comparison. You're
talking the
making the wrong
start point.
comparison.
No, the start point is from the source. It's not from the same realm.
Your
Do you
comparison is
understand?
incorrect.
Because you're not
Because the
talking in
devil is
terms
still
of
an
a
angel.
Christian
Just wait a
paradigm.
second.
Because I understand that
He's
you
still an
personally
angel,
are
though,
not a
sis.
Christian.
Are you saying the
Although
devil's
you
not an
hold
angel?
certain Christian ideologies and you may hold certain Christian
Are you saying to
viewpoints,
me the devil's not an
ultimately
angel? Is
you're
that what you're
not, and
saying?
therefore you
No,
don't
she
believe
did
certain
not say
things,
that,
right?
bro.
I'm
Hold on,
talking
one.
Well, what are you
specifically.
saying
You
then?
coming
Is he an
out of the
angel or not?
fold. If
Is he an
an
angel or
angel,
is he not an
listen,
angel?
you're not listening, Shifa, please. Listen, please. I'm not trying to
Well,
argue
Answer
with
my
give your
you.
view
question. I
on
don't want to
this.
hear what you're saying. I want you to answer my question. Is the devil an
How can
angel?
you not want to
Yes
Nigga,
hear
or
what
no?
I'm
on that
saying
mad.
and want me to answer a
I don't. I
question?
want
That
you to
doesn't
answer
make
my
any
question.
sense, Shifa.
Sorry,
I'll let you know.
Shifa.
I'll
Just
listen to you
said
first. As long as you answer my question
wow.
after, I'll listen to
Shifa.
you
Wow.
first.
Shifa. I can
If you're
answer
not going
that
to
for you.
answer my question after, though, it's a pointless exercise because you're being selfish.
Shifa.
Is the
That's good, you
devil
know.
or is he not
Shifa.
an angel? That's what I'm asking. I'm not interested in nothing else.
Whatever.
Shifa. She did say in the beginning in a summation
Michael, your
that
mic's low.
according to the Christian pantheon, yeah, that the devil is an angel. That's what she said.
Thank you.
Right from the beginning.
Thank you.
She said that though.
What we
She said
doing
that.
there? So what we doing there? If the devil's an angel, if the devil is an angel, yeah,
Right.
I'm
and he was one
saying
of the
you're
most
adding
said
confusion
according
to
to
the
the-
conversation
Yeah, it
because
doesn't
I'm
make sense.
specifically getting to a point from Zulu's
She was.
paradigm. This
She
is why when I spoke to Raheem,
Mm-hmm.
I had to find clarity to make sure where he's speaking from. Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
And you and him are not speaking from the
same
same
place.
paradigm that Zulu is speaking from. And
Okay,
because you
maybe
keep
I was-
interjecting the conversation, you keep breaking the flow that I'm trying to have with Zulu, which I'm waiting for Zulu to answer. But then you're adding confusion by adding separate stuff, which I don't mind
Alright,
going
you lot
through
finish
you
first. Finish
clearly.
first. Finish first.
I don't mind going through it you clearly, but then every time I try to answer you, you keep cutting me out. So we can't have a fluid conversation.
Now I hear you, sis, but remember, obviously, this conversation started before you jumped in, so everyone's obviously trying to add their own piece. But I'm gonna let you finish with Zulu first, and then let's get back to this: what the difference between the devil and any other angel is, because there ain't no difference in my opinion.
Shifa. Other people want to chat too. Like you
Yeah.
can't just be trying to dominate the thing. Other people want to have a
No,
conversation.
you lot
too,
have
like,
your say
you lot
first.
have made,
Have your say first.
listen,
Have your say first,
bro. Come on, man.
Stop shouting. Just have your say.
What do you mean stop shouting, bro? I have to shout over you to fucking get some fucking respect, bro.
What have your say? I'm on mute.
Chill, bro. No. Allow it, man. I'm talking. Let me finish, bro. You always moan about this, bro. You're the first person to have to get pull up, bro. Allow it, man. Shit.
No, because I was making this point before you even jumped on.
No, because nothing.
And I got cut off.
No, because nothing, bro.
Yeah, I did get cut
Allow
off.
it, man.
Yes,
Look,
because
still excuses for your
I-
behavior, bro. Behave, man.
I did.
Are you
try to
telling me I
explain.
didn't get cut off? Rewind the panel, Jedi.
Bro,
Rewind it
the
for them
woman
so they
was
can
trying
hear
to
me get cut
talk, bro.
off.
All the way through, you was cutting, bro. We're all
We've
trying
all
to
been
hear
cut
as
off,
well, bro.
Shipper. Like it doesn't matter, man.
All
Just
right.
let
Well,
the
then
lady speak, man.
no one's a victim
You
here.
know,
Let's just
man.
continue.
No
So,
one mentioned a victim.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is,
Big up,
all the-
Sarah.
Yeah, this that motherfucking dirty white boy, dog. Bringing y'all this 100% certified white boy music. If you don't know about this, dog, you need to get the fuck in where the fuck you fit in, dog. You understand this shit? This for my true to life dirty fucking dubs. Yeah, I'm fresh, I'm thug, I'm dirty, I'm dub. I'm a white boy, get it right, boy. I grow it, I move it, I maintain and prove it. I'm a white boy, get it right, boy. I'm fresh, I'm thug, I'm dirty, I'm dub. I'm a white boy, get it right, boy. I grow it, I move it, I maintain and prove it. I'm a white boy, get it right, boy. It's the dirty white boy, yeah, you better get it right, dog. Everybody knows that I throw them dubs high, y'all. White boy, that's what I be telling them in blue baggy jeans.
Come on.
White boy.
Big up
Come
Sarah.
on.
Done now.
Yep.
She says, big up the panel. Great convo, guys. One at a time so the listeners can understand and follow the convo. Keep your points concise and on topic. Hashtag respectfully. Come on.
Jeez, come on. Big up, Sarah, man.
So,
As I said, Shifa, you was making a point that was kind of already addressed in her first summation, or when she was asking the question of Zulu. She made that point clear that according to his paradigm, the devil is definitely an angel who is now fallen and took some of the angels from heaven with him. Do you get what I'm saying? So, like, yeah, as she was saying, it might be a case of they were stripped of certain powers, which now leaves them in the realm of being called devils, demons, jinns, and all of this type of stuff. Yeah.
Can
But
I ask one question on that, please, before you move on? When you say it might be a case of the devil was stripped of certain powers, I believe the exact opposite. I don't believe any power was ever stripped from any of these angels, and I believe they are still fully angels. Can you show me where this power was stripped?
So
Okay, put it this way.
Job,
Can I
asking
put
as
it
well.
maybe
I'm
that I'll
asking
put it in
for
a
that as
different analogy for you,
it
Shifa.
says it. It
Yeah.
says it.
yeah, am I?
Where?
You're in a
sorry,
if you're
sorry,
in an
Sab,
army, yeah.
Can I
Show me
just
the
say
verse.
something before
army.
you go on, sis? Is that all right?
Go ahead,
Just
brother.
before you
Go
go.
ahead.
So in Job, it says that God told the devil, "You may go back and forth, to and fro, doing as you may, consuming what you may, what you will. But the only thing that you cannot do is take a life." So God has put limitations on him. He's
Thank
told
you.
him, you can
A
go back and
specific
forth,
life. No,
you can go
right,
up and down, you can go left and right, round and round. You can fucking smash a
Pause.
wall if you want to, but you
Right.
can't do this. That's a
All right,
limitation.
pause.
No, but Job's
So
life.
God has
Right.
given,
that's
hold
the
on.
job.
God has, pause 1 second. God has given this devil commandment. I understand that.
Job
But
title.
you are yet to show me where his power was stripped from him. And you're yet
How
to show
about
me,
the
you're
one
yet
who
to show me that the
created
other
him
angel, one second,
saying that
Go
I am
on, let him finish.
that I'm
Let him
casting
finish.
you
Let
out
him
and
finish.
you
Sarah,
have
Sarah, let him
certain
finish.
abilities.
one
or
second, because we can't
limitations.
all talk at the same
Let
time.
him finish.
Listen,
MD, let him finish. Let him finish.
you are
One at a time,
also
please.
yet
Yeah.
to you are also yet to show me that the other angels are allowed to kill people.
All right, Shifa.
It doesn't say they can't kill people.
Shifa, the angel of the Lord has been mentioned on quite a few occasions on things that have been done. I'm sure I've read them things there. The angel of the Lord. I'm sure there's been battles where the angels of the Lord has come down and smite many men.
Yeah. Yep.
It was the angel that sent the fire on Sodom and Gomorrah.
That's
Let's not
correct.
forget that.
Yep. That's facts.
So
Like, we
angels
know
can kill.
they can do fuckery when they're
Exactly.
So
ready.
if the
And
devil's
when
been
it-
told he cannot kill, the only thing
Yeah.
he cannot kill, if he can possess someone and make them
No.
kill themselves and others,
Motion,
obviously that's a different thing because that's by the hand of someone else.
Motion, it doesn't say he can't kill Motion, brother. It says he can't kill Job. Remember, it doesn't say he can't
That's
kill.
right. That's what I was
It doesn't
waiting
say
for
he
you to
can't kill
work out,
Job.
bro. Because that was
Fair
a
enough,
lie.
yeah.
You got to
Just say
stop
he can't
lying.
kill
No,
people.
but hold on.
You got to
He's
stop
not
lying.
lying. It doesn't matter.
Stop
lying,
lying.
bro.
Hold on,
Shifa.
if I may.
Don't latch on to some small thing. You just said,
Exactly,
show me where
Motion.
angels can kill. Yeah, and we've shown you that the angel of the Lord will smite many men on many
And
occasions.
show me
many
where
So
the
angels
demons
can kill.
haven't.
Yeah.
Angels
Show
can
me
On
where
top
the
of it, it
demons
doesn't matter.
haven't.
Stop
It
it.
doesn't matter.
Show me
It
where the
doesn't
demons
matter.
haven't, bro. Show me where
Joe,
the demons haven't done exactly the same, have not smited men, have
Yeah,
not
but
caused
that's
men
just
death.
what
that was an
verse? Hold on,
instruction
hold on.
to
No.
Satan alone,
Motion,
bro.
one
Did
second,
the
brother.
demon, hold on one
Motion,
second,
one
did
second,
the
brother.
demon not
Satan
kill
alone,
Job's
bro.
children? Did the
Shipper,
demon
name the
not
verse. How
kill
about you answer your own
Job's
He did.
children?
He did. Shifra,
Hold
he
on.
did.
Answer your
Did
own
the
question,
demon
Shipper.
not
You're fighting
kill
for the devil a
Job's
lot, though.
children? You said the demon
Sounds
cannot,
like
you
it.
said the devil can't kill people, but it killed Job's children, didn't it?
But does he have
So let's stop
others? He
lying. Let's stop
cannot
lying.
kill.
Speak the truth.
He cannot kill. It's an
Hold on.
instruction to him, not
Hold
all
on. How did he,
demonkind.
hold
An
on.
instruction to him. Does he say
Hold
all
on. Hold on.
demonkind?
No, but he doesn't
Hold
even
on.
say he can't kill
Who killed
anyone.
Job's
He says you
children?
can't kill
Who killed
Job.
Job's children?
Hold
Who
on.
killed Job's children? Who
Hold on,
killed
one
Job's
second.
children?
1 second.
Oh,
1 second.
let's stop lying. Thank you.
1 second.
Who
Shipper.
killed Joel's children?
Shipper. If we go
Satan.
back,
The
to
devil,
Genesis,
Satan. What are you doing here?
if we go back
Stop
to
lying.
Genesis, if we go back to Genesis,
Lie about what?
Shipper, was the
You
devil in the garden?
said that the devil cannot kill. That was a lie, bro.
Who said the devil cannot kill?
Whoever said it?
But
No,
I
Raheem
said
said it, but he
you're
was
throwing
he was
out words.
quoting the
You don't know
scripture
so who
wrong.
said what, bro?
He was
You
given.
said,
He was
show
Whoever
me
said
where
it, bro. I'm not
listen,
talking to
bro,
you. I'm talking to whoever said that. If you never said it, then why are you talking
Bro,
for?
stop cutting
Why
him.
are
No,
you
bro, because-
challenging what someone
listen,
else
bro,
said? Why are you
listen,
challenging my
listen,
point on what someone
Listen,
else
I'm
said?
explaining why. Shut up and listen then. You said, angels, show me where angels can kill. We then
All
said,
right. That was a trick question,
bro,
bro.
stop it. You asked a simple
You're
question.
wasting time now, bro.
We
You're
asked-
just trying to
no,
go off
it's
on a
not wasting
tangent.
time, bro. Stop being ignorant, bro. You asked the question, we answered the question. You can now say
And
it's a
you
trick
lied.
question,
And you
whatever.
lied.
We answered
And you
the
lied. And I proved you lied.
How is that a lie, bro? What are you talking about?
Listen, hold on.
Did
Break
the
this down
angels
to
of the
yourself.
Most High
Hold on,
kill?
one second. You lot tried to say that the devil cannot kill. That's what you said. We've just proven that the devil
Who's you
did
lot?
kill Job's children. Now
What?
what?
Did I tell you that the devil could not kill? Or did I say that angels have killed?
Yes, you did. Someone said that. Somebody, no,
Someone. Who's
listen.
someone?
Whoever said that was
Raheem.
lying. You're trying to
Raheem.
argue their
I said-
point. Stop
I
getting in
said-
other people's
Wow.
arguments.
The
Bro,
verse.
shut
I
up,
said
man.
the
You
verse
can't ask an
was.
open
I said
question
the
and then
verse
fucking
was.
get the right answer and then cry about it, bro.
Bro, you
Ask
said
the
the
direct
verse was the
question.
right answer.
Can
It was
the
a trick
angels kill?
question to
Show me
prove
where
that I
angels
was
can
right.
kill.
And it
That is
did
the
prove
question
that I
I
was
said.
right.
So
Because
you're the one that
angels
was
can
lying.
kill, and the
You're the
devil's
one
an
that was lying
angel,
because you said
and
no
all
angel can kill.
angels can kill,
You're the one that was
including God's angels. And the devil's angels can kill too. So let's not sit here and lie, bro. That's what I'm
Okay,
saying.
then,
I'm not
so they
saying
can
you
kill
lied. I never said Motion lied. I said whoever made that comment that the devil cannot kill people lied. Because that's not true, bro.
Yes, and Zulu corrected it and said kill Job. Nobody's
Yeah,
arguing against
exactly.
that. Nobody's
Yeah,
arguing
exactly.
against that.
All right,
But
so I was right then, wasn't I?
So what are you talking about?
Again, prior
I'm
to
saying
that,
I was
though.
right, and someone tried to lie.
But Shipper, was the angel in the garden though?
What do you mean was the angel in the garden?
I mean,
Cherubim.
sorry, the devil.
What's
the
that got
devil.
to do
Was
with
the
it?
devil? Was the devil in the garden?
Was the demon in the garden? The serpent was in the
Was
garden. We know that much.
Okay. And did God curse the serpent?
He cursed the serpent. Yeah, he cursed the
Right.
serpent.
And one of the curses, did God not say that
He's gonna crawl on his belly.
he will have seed? Right?
He's gonna have what?
Children. He's gonna have descendants.
Yeah, but that's the
That
serpent, not the
wasn't a
devil.
curse, though. But he does say
Is that not the devil though? No? You're
No,
not
that's
saying
the
the devil.
serpent. That's the serpent, bro. The
Oh,
serpent
whether
may
he's-
have been possessed by the devil, but that's
Okay,
still the
okay,
serpent, bro.
okay.
It
No, I'm not
specifies
about the
serpent.
cross.
It don't say the
I'm
demon, does
not
it? It don't
crossing.
say devil.
I'm not. Well, it's
It don't
telling
mention
you.
Lucifer's name.
Yeah, but Lucifer is referred to as the serpent all over the Bible.
Right.
Yeah,
So
all right,
that
he's
old-
referred
or
to
the
as
adversary.
that old
still
or
not
the
referred to him in
The
the
adversary, the
garden.
devil.
Like,
There's many
hold on.
titles.
Hold on, because I'm not making the point about the walking thing. Yeah, because that's gonna come with the to and fro, right? So we're not doing that, right? What I'm trying to explain is that the devil will have a seed. So regardless if he cannot personally kill, and in Job, he's being assigned a job, yeah, to test Job, right? So from then forth, that is his job. You understand?
So he's
Prior
still
to
working
that,
for the Most High. He's still
prior
working
to
for the
that,
Most
Sorry,
High.
guys.
then,
Can
innit?
I just say
he
something?
just got re-employed. 1 second. Yeah,
There you go.
he got
Still an
re-employed, but
angel, bro.
no, but the first
Still an
part is,
angel. Thank you.
bro. The first part is
What's
that he's
doing
fallen.
there? Of course he's there.
The
Oh,
first
God,
part
man.
is
God.
that he's fallen. Sorry, he's fallen. So that is already a punishment in itself, and he has changed. They're saying it in the Bible, like this guy, from a status of an angel, a cherubim, or whatever he was, or a seraphim. Do you get what I'm saying? He is now, yeah, the devil, and he is now a demon or something else. He's not what he used to be. This is clear.
Where does it say he's not what he used to be? You added that, and this is what I mean. We got to start
No,
adding
I'm
to
just
scripture.
saying.
I'm going to call you out on that one.
I'm just saying where the capabilities
So can I
of
just
these beings, yeah. But I'm saying it's limited. It's still limited, and we are in the
What
realm.
limit?
Hold on, this is in the physical realm now. These
But
beings are not
so
from the
can
physical
I
realm.
say something
They're
quickly?
not
can I
from
ask you a
the
question,
physical realm.
Maki?
Can I say something
When you
quickly?
say these
No,
beings
hold
are
on,
limited,
hold on. I've been waiting.
Yes,
Just
bro.
going back onto the Job thing. It's not actually Satan who actually kills his children or ruins anything to do
I
with
don't
that.
think anyone said that.
To do with Job. You know, Schiffer did say that
Oh,
Satan, the devil, killed his children. That the devil can kill, and the devil killed
He
his children.
orchestrated it.
It
He
wasn't that
orchestrated it,
at
yeah.
all.
it was Raheem.
Is it? Because it
Yeah,
says the
because he
fire
sent
of
the
God
wind.
has fallen from heaven and hath burned the sheep, so and the servants and consumed them. And I am the only one who alone to tell thee. It's God. It's all still God. It's the fire of God.
No,
It's
through
not.
the
It's not
permission.
Satan.
Through the permission.
Through the permission. How can it be through the permission? That would
Satan
be
can't do anything
say. It
outside of
wouldn't
the will.
say the fire of God if it was
Yeah,
that.
yeah. What's the
Satan
fire of
can't
God?
possess. Satan can't.
What's the fire of God?
Say it again.
Fire
What's the
of
fire of
It
God?
just says this
fire
fire
of
of
the
God
divine,
has
fire of
fallen. It says the fire
Elohim.
of
It just
God has
means fire
fallen
of
from heaven
fire of the
and hath burned up
the divine.
the sheep. That's what it says.
It doesn't mean God
It
sent
doesn't
it.
mean the fire of the divine.
Shifa,
It says the fire of God is fallen from heaven and hath burned up the sheep. That's not a divine. That's not the divine. That's literally something coming from the heavens and burning the sheep.
Exactly.
It's literal.
From a
So
high
it's not
dimension.
Satan. It says that, and while we were speaking, there came another, and thy sons and thy daughters were eating and drinking wine in the eldest brother's house, and behold, there came a great wind from the wilderness, and it smote the four corners of the house, and it fell upon the young man, and they are dead, and I am the only one who escaped. And this is talking about his children now and his property, and I escaped, and I am alone to tell thee. And this was all that happened before this, the pretext. Yeah, but hold on. The pretext is a conversation between God and the devil, because God says, where have you been? And he says, I've been going back and forth, up and down, left and right, doing what I've been doing.
Yeah.
And doing what I can do on earth. God then he says, look, I can make anyone who you want turn against you. God says, have you tried Job?
No, the
and
devil
that's
says
where
that.
everything happened.
That's
No,
right. So
God says you have not. God says, have you tried my servant Job? And then God says, then Satan says, I'll make him turn. No, I haven't. You're the one who turned around and says Satan's the one. You're the one who said Satan is the one who kills his children.
It's like adding to the scripture.
Broski, listen. Hold on.
I'm really not.
Let me reply to you.
I'm not. Job 1. It's Job 1. It says there was a man in the land of Oz Oz, get it? Oz, O-Z, Wizard of Oz, Land of Oz. But anyways, that's another thing for another time. Whose name was Job. And the man was perfect and upright. And the one who feared God and eschewed evil. And there was born unto him 7 sons and 3 daughters. His substance was 7,000 sheep and 3,000 camels and 500 yoke of oxen and 500 of his asses.
Read the whole thing.
And very great household. And he was a very great household. So that is the man with great. I can't. I'm on my phone. The greatest of man in the east. His sons went out and feasted in their houses everyone his day, and sent and called their 3 sisters to eat and drink with them. And so it was in these days. And then it goes on to Satan's first attack, and it says, now there was. I'm not plagiarizing. I can send you the bloody link if you want.
Well, let's read the whole thing.
Let's read the whole thing.
Let's read the whole thing.
You were moaning that I was reading the whole thing.
Realize you're killing your own.
Reading the whole thing. You were moaning. You were moaning. I was just reading the whole thing. I was literally reading the whole thing. You were like, "Oh, why are you reading the whole thing?" And now you want me to read the whole thing.
Well, just read everything.
So
read from the beginning.
Verse 6. I was reading from the beginning.
Why is Martin so loud now?
What's that noise? Yo, what was that?
That sounded mad.
No idea.
Oh, the
Just carry
devil
on.
tried
with
to
it.
interrupt the conversation. Yeah. Now the day when the
Continue,
sons of
continue.
God came to present themselves before the Lord, and Satan came along with them. And the Lord said unto Satan, Whence comest thou? Then Satan answered to the Lord and said, From going to and fro in the earth, and from walking up and down it. And the Lord said unto Satan, Hast thou considered my servant Job? And there is none like him in the earth, a perfect and upright man, one that feareth God and escheweth evil. Then Satan answered the Lord and said, Doth Job fear God for naught? Hast not thou made a hedge about him, and about his house, and about all that he hath on every side? Thou hast blessed the works of his hand, and his substance is increased in the land. But put forth thine hand now. But listen, this is Satan, speaking to God. But put forth thine hand now, and touch all that he hath, and he will curse thee to thy face. So that is not, oh, you coughing? That is not the devil doing anything. That's the devil challenging God, and God saying, all right, cool. Because it goes on to continue, 12. And the Lord said unto Satan, Behold, all that he has is in thy power. Only upon himself put not forth thine hand.
Pause. In whose power? All that he has is in whose power?
Is in thy power, yes, because he's agreed.
Your argument
He's
now.
agreed.
You see
What
when
he
you
said,
refuted your argument
I have
now.
not.
All right, thank you, bro.
I have
Thank you.
not. See, this is where your comprehension is. No, Shipper, your comprehension is lacking. Your comprehension is lacking.
Shipper, listen to what he's saying.
If you turned round,
bro, I heard what he said. He's not listening to what you're saying.
If you turn round,
Raheem, let me try. He's saying at the beginning of the conversation, yeah, it's like Raheem's come to you and said to you, bro, if you take all of Motion's money, he will curse you to the day you die, yeah? So you then turn around and say,
and I say, bet
me.
That's what that is.
So he says, all right, cool.
No,
all Motion's money belongs to
that's
you.
That's a lie. You're misinterpreting.
That's the big. Bobby just read the beginning of the conversation, bro.
No.
That's the conversation.
Can I have a go now? No. Can I have a go now?
I read it from
your.
Stop
screaming down the microphone, please. And can I have a go now?
You wouldn't even finish. You wouldn't let me finish the verse.
No, because I wouldn't even let me finish the verse. And you lot keep screaming down the microphone. No. You don't want anyone else to speak.
Stop.
Please slow down. Just slow down. Calm down. Calm down. Let your heart slow down and listen. Stop talking and listen. Slow. I just listen to you. Can you listen now? I listen to you. No, I haven't finished. Because I'm shouting down the microphone with you, bro. No one's telling you when you finish, but you let Motion speak, but you don't want to let anyone. Bro, I'm allowed to interject. This is called the conversation. It's not called the rap show.
Yes, because you can't interject. No, that's not. No. That's not a conversation.
Yo, Jedi, I'm gonna go on mute when they finish. If they interrupt me, please mute them, bro. Please, bro.
So the rest of the verse, I'll go back a bit so you understand. Hath now 10, verse 10, hath thou not made a hedge about him and his house? This is Satan, and all that he hath in every side. Thou hast blessed the work of his hands, and his substance is increased in the land. 11. But put forth thine hand now, and touch all that he hath, and he will curse thee to thy face. So Satan is saying to God, curse him. Yeah, God has said, and the Lord said unto Satan, Behold, all that he hath is in thy power. Only upon himself put not forth thine hand. Put not forth thine hand. So Satan went forth from the presence. So Satan went forth from God. So what has happened is a bet has taken place. Satan has said, I bet you that if you turn around and change his circumstances, because that's effectively what that is, change all his circumstances, that he will curse you. God has said, all right, I bet you. And we'll see what happens.
And who did he give charge of changing his circumstances?
God has not given over the physical power, and this is proven. Stop talking and let me finish. And when I finish, you're the one who said that you didn't want to. You're the one who said you weren't going to speak.
No one can ask a question, bro. Are you that childish, bro? No one can ask you a question.
No, not until I finish. No.
Continue.
So this is proven that it's a bet because there's no actual transfer of power, because as I've read before, it says the flame of God has come down. Yeah, the fire, of God has fallen from the heaven. Only God can command it. Otherwise, it would be the fire of Satan has come down from heaven, because that would be a transfer of ownership. There has been no transfer of power. There's been no transfer of anything. It's a bet between a superpower and a power. You can speak now.
All right, I'm not being funny about this, yeah? Everyone heard Raheem clearly state that the Most High said, I give you charge. So he has given Satan charge. If Satan's in charge of this taken away of Job's blessings, yeah, then anything that happens to Job from that point onwards is in the devil's hands, because the devil's made a bet with God that he can make God's greatest servant curse him. Yeah. So you cannot sit here and chat shit and act like it's not the devil doing it, bro. It wasn't God. God just made the bet, bro. What are you doing here? Stop lying to the people. Just talk the things. Like, just talk the
when God made the bet, though, when God made the bet, did he not give the power of Job's will over to did he not give Job's blessings over to the devil when he made the bet?
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Yeah, so what are you talking about? It has to be God, because God could have said, no, I'm not gonna do that. He's my loyal servant. I trust him. He made the choice.
Exactly. But that's like me saying, like motion, that's like me saying to you, do you know what? You see what? You say to me, Shiffer, you see your son? Like, only because you mollycoddle him and you baby him, yeah, is why your son's so well behaved. I bet you any money, if you let me rough him up a little bit, yeah, your son's gonna turn bad. And I say, okay, go rough him up a little bit then. Let's see if this works. Yes, so you're the one doing it, bro. You're the one doing it, because I won the argument. It's done. There's no winning this argument.
Can I ask you a question, please?
What are you talking about?
When did that ever stop, though? For the devil after that, was that a continuous job after that?
Huh?
Was that a continuous job? That did he have to continue to do that?
No, after Job
basically, the devil had made a bet with God that he could make Job curse against God, and he was allowed to go to whatever extreme he wanted to get Job to do that.
Okay,
yeah? And no matter what extreme he went to, Job still would not curse against God. So God won the bet.
That's cool. That's an example, yeah. But I'm saying, was that a permanent assignment now? Now God is acknowledging.
No, it's not permanent. It wasn't permanent.
Remember, because God had basically turned his back on the devil, right? He cast him down and all of that. Like, he wasn't in God's favor, right? Right?
I hear that.
Right.
But
and now they're having bets.
God didn't smite him, did he?
Now they're having bets. No, there's no bet with God. You have been assigned a new job. Yeah?
To do a job. Thank you. That's because I wouldn't disagree.
So now you have become like a whisperer. That's why in certain aspects, in certain languages, his name is Nakash, which means whisperer. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but did God kill Job's children?
Sorry?
Was it God or the devil that orchestrated the death of Job's children?
Well, wasn't it acts of nature, or what happened?
Yeah, but the devil used the wind, he used the fire, he used
Thank you. Thank you. It was the devil, bro.
So yeah, but God did it when
the devil used the wind. What are we doing here? It was the devil, cuz there's no escaping this one. There is no getting around it, bro. The devil did it. Come on. The devil's in the
the task. They said that he said, don't lay your hand on him.
The task.
It was only
thing. Let him in, please.
He's been assigned.
All right, and then God gave back Job his children tenfold, didn't he? He gave him back double the amount of children that he lost.
Yeah, because he didn't curse. But
he's been assigned to the thing. That's what. He's been assigned.
But obviously, the point I'm making is,
I'm
God is not the one who took away those children.
All right, cool, no problem. But ever since, is that what's been happening to us? That wind, floods, certain events.
Yeah, but it's not always the devil, Maka.
No, I'm not saying
it's not always the devil. You're right. I'd agree with that. It's not always the devil.
Okay, but are you saying the two are the same though? Are you saying that I'm suggesting that that was his job from then on, right?
No.
So it's not his job.
No, it was specific. It was a bet.
You know what? That one day I don't need to argue because I'm not going to act like I know something I don't know.
To test humans in many different ways. He even tried to test Jesus, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
true.
then
That's
then
true.
what? Is he still doing the same job, or is he doing something else?
He's the accuser.
I said, is he doing the same thing he was doing with Job, or is he doing something else?
Yes, he is
He's
doing the
doing
same.
something similar, but not exactly the
So
same.
now this is a career path, right?
It could
No.
be. I'm not going to say it couldn't be because that would be
Yeah,
a
because
lie.
that's what he
Oh
was
my
ordained
God.
to do. He was ordained to
Thank
grant
He wasn't
you.
testing.
ordained
Yeah, I
to
think
do
that's what
that,
you're
man.
supposed to
What are you
do, to
talking
take
That's
as
what I'm
many
trying
as
Let
to
you
Matthew
can.
say.
speak. Let Matthew speak. Go on. Let Matthew
So
speak.
that's what
Go
I'm
on.
trying to say. I'm saying from that moment that he had that supposedly bet with God, it wasn't a bet. Yeah.
What do you
Now
mean it wasn't
you
a
have been
bet?
assigned to test my creation, to test Job, to test all the creations of or descendants of Adam and all of that, right?
Now, to be fair, he said that he was already doing that. He was going back and forth across the earth.
He was
And then
already
he
Back
doing
and
Right.
that
He
forth
was
before.
doesn't
already doing
mean.
that.
he
Hold
tried
So
on,
to.
I
back
wouldn't
and forth
disagree.
doesn't
I
mean he
wouldn't
was doing
disagree with
that.
you
It
there, man.
doesn't mean he was
I
doing
wouldn't
anything.
disagree.
What does it
Bro,
mean?
I wouldn't disagree with you there, but I would say,
Mm.
what were the limitations of the devil's test? The devil's test could lead to someone being killed.
Well, in this plane, it might seem limitless, but I suppose he could do whatever he wants. Do you get what I'm saying? He has the capability. What he's restricted from is going back to that other realm. He can't do that
Yeah, but
anymore.
Matthew, do you know what the
He's
rule,
hold on. He's trapped.
the actual quote that was made first?
One
Yeah, this
second.
is the
He's
quote that was
trapped.
made first.
He's
That the
trapped. He's
devil.
trapped
No, but
like everyone
Matthew.
else in the physical realm. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, but Matthew, you see the quote that was made here that I was disagreeing with. This is what I was disagreeing with. Someone said the devil can't kill, and I said I had already said before that the devil is an angel, and I was under the impression that angels can kill, and if the devil's an angel, that means he can kill too.
Yeah, but that
The
got
devil is
corrected
no
from
longer an angel. The
from
devil
quite
is the
early.
devil.
I don't know.
That got corrected quite from early. When
There's no
Voodoo
argument
said,
there. I don't think really.
There isn't an argument there. I'm just saying that
Shifa,
someone
no
said
one's
the
saying
devil
he can't
can't
kill.
kill, and I
No,
was
I'm
disagreeing with
not
that.
saying that. I'm saying that
But no
with
one's saying
Job,
that, Shifa.
it wasn't that, right?
No,
And you're
Raheem said
saying
that before. He
he
said that the
possessed.
devil cannot
He
kill.
possessed. You said God possessed. You said the devil possessed nature. Mad thing. But we'll move forward, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but the point
But
I'm making is, yeah, the point I'm making is, yeah, the devil is still an angel. Although he's a fallen angel, check the term, fallen angel. He's still an angel. So all those
no,
who
he's
believe the
not.
devil's not an angel, you're only fooling yourself.
Well, I
He's
don't
not
know,
an
man.
Is
angel
an
of the
ex-prime
Lord, but
minister? Is an
he's an
ex-prime
angel.
minister still a prime minister?
No, he's
All right,
not.
but he's still an angel,
There you
though.
go.
No,
No,
it's
no,
just
he's not.
it's just a
It's a title.
title. It's a title,
Yeah,
man. Like
100%.
we gotta stop all this nonsense. Do you get what I'm saying? We can never distinguish what an angel even looked like. To be honest, you know, people have got different depictions, different descriptions, and how far is um angel from alien? How far is it? I don't know. It
Right?
might
Is the
be in the
devil an
same realm.
angel? Is the devil an
can I just
alien?
add this?
Right,
Can I add
right,
this?
right. So
Shifa, can I add this?
There we
if it says
go.
one
Shifa,
second,
can I respond to that question?
if it
Can I
says
respond
the
to the question? Is
host,
the
a
devil an
quarter,
angel?
sorry, if it says the quarter, a quarter of the hosts of heaven, it didn't say the angels of heaven. It said the host. So there's other things out there. We can't be ignorant to say we're the only ones here. This must be a bigger story. Must based on bigger things and other planets and other
That's a fair
beings
statement.
just like us. And do you get what I'm saying? So there
Yeah,
has to
that's a
be
fair
some
statement.
correlation, and you know what I mean to what we're talking. We're not in realms of stupidity. We have to look at things logically. Do you get what I'm saying?
All right, but if
So
you was to say the devil's not no longer an angel of the Lord, I'm not going to dispute that. But he's still an
I think he's
angel, bro.
been cast down to this plane, this level of existence, and this level of existence is hell because this is the level of physicality where things are physical, where things touch and burn and people drown and all of that. That happens in this realm. It doesn't happen in their realm, in the higher realm. Do you get what I'm saying? Because we're talking about
No, I'm
metaphysical,
not
we're talking
disagreeing that.
about
Though. I'm not.
light
That's not
and
the argument. That's not
angels
the point
and
of contention. The
okay.
point of contention
Mm.
is the devil an angel? And I would say unequivocal that there's no disputation. There's no dispute here. The devil is an angel, bro.
Yeah, but he was raised to that
So, Maki,
position.
would you? Not
But
Maki, sorry.
soulfully, hold on one second. What he was comprised of, yeah, and with the period of the universe that he's coming from, yeah, it unfortunately leads him to be naturally disagreeable. Naturally, he's
Fair enough.
naturally. So whatever being he was already that. But he had the ability to learn, and he was put amongst the heavenly host to become one of them and get that position and da. But no one had ever told you what he looked like. That's the
I know.
reality.
I'm not
You
talking
know
about
I'm
what
saying?
he looked like, though. I'm just saying
No, I'm just
the
saying
devil is
as
still
in
an angel.
okay, but in essence, because you've got to understand if there's beings of light and there's beings of smokeless fire, yeah, they're both still forms of energy.
Smokeless
So
Yeah, but
fire.
it's
that's when we
what
get
they're
into the. That's when
it's
we get
what
into
they're
Quran.
no, I know, but I'm saying it's like saying what you're saying is cherubims and seraphims. You don't know exactly what they are. So I'm
All right,
saying
I
that
hear
that's
where
the
you're coming
biblical
from.
equivalent. He could have been not a seraphim like Michael and the rest of them. He could have been a seraphim, yeah.
No,
I mean
Lucifer
a
was a
cherubim.
cherub.
Sorry,
He was
a
a cherub,
cherubim.
Michael. It
Thank you,
says it
thank
in
you.
the Bible. He
No,
was
I'm
a
just saying
cherub.
he could have been a cherubim, yeah, raised to the position of a seraphim, yeah, and then down to position of even less than a seraphim. Do you get it? And that's what
No,
the Bible
You say
suggests.
could have been, and like, when
no,
you
the
say could
Bible
have
says
been,
he's always been a cherub, man. It says it
Okay,
in
cool, that's
Ezekiel.
fine. But is that a lesser? Is that more than
That's
a
more than an
seraphim?
angel.
It's not more than a seraphim, is it?
Yeah, it's not.
Exactly. So as I said, it's a lesser form. So like with everything, there's yin and yang, right? So for the Bible, the jinn and maliks of the Quran are your cherubim and your seraphim.
No,
I'm just,
there's
bro.
no
It's
jinns
the
in the Bible.
seraphim.
That's
It's
Persian mythology.
No, I'm talking about what they're comprised of, what the essence, because the universe works in a particular way, right? Yeah, we know it's energy and combustible materials. So, like, if you're comprised of something that's combustible, you might have an attitude of consuming shit and destroying, just like fire can do, right? So that might be a that's what I'm saying, a negative thing to pure energy that is positive and let's say green in nature, because green is the color of growth and everything positive and making things in the universe and that's how I look at it. I look at it what their essence of these angelic beings. There has to be balance in the universe, right? Yin and yang. So I'm saying with the cherubims and the seraphims, this is God's heavenly host. There's no one else supposedly out there other than these beings for God. Do you get what I'm saying? Whether they do good or bad, because most of them are still in the favor of the Most High. Only the ones that are fallen are the ones that are not in favor. And it doesn't seem to be any more that it changes. The situation changes only for the devil, but everybody else seems who has fallen is a demon now or whatever, spirits wandering around this plane. Do you get what I'm saying? Possessing people and doing all of that type of stuff. Hello. Yeah, anyone want to jump in and say something?
Like in Ghana, sleep.
Who? Oh,
Like,
no, Triple's getting heated, man. It's like, yo, like, I hear you, man, but it's not that deep. It's not that deep.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
I kind of think
He's
that.
making points
Yeah, I
that we
kind of
weren't
think
trying
that.
to.
bro. Revelation 9:11. Yeah, it
Mhm.
speaks of the angel of the bottomless pit. Yeah,
Right.
specific verse. It says very specific. Yeah, hold on. Let me go to Revelation
The
9:11.
Ptolemy,
Watch this.
Okay.
Abaddon.
It says verse 11, and they had as king over them the
Mhm.
angel of the bottomless pit, whose
Right.
name in
Right.
Hebrew is Abaddon, but in
Yeah.
Greek his name Apollyon.
Abaddon.
The angel of the bottomless pit, not the
Right.
devil of the bottomless, not the demon, the angel of the bottomless pit, bro. So let's
it's
not
just it's the same
bro,
thing though.
He's
But that's not the
an
devil,
angel.
though.
He's an angel.
Is that the devil,
Come
though?
on.
The devil
That's
was a
not the
spirit,
devil, though.
Bro, but I'm saying the devil and his angels, yeah. So that is
The
Yeah.
one
devil
of the
was a
devil's
cherub.
angels.
He's a cherubim.
But the
But
devil
we're saying they're
said,
fallen,
bro,
though.
if you read the other text, bro, it tells you that
They're
the
not raised
devil,
again.
who was a cherub, amassed an army of angels.
Right.
Doesn't say he was an angel and got his brethren. It said he
Yeah.
amassed an army of angels.
That's right. So as I said, he was raised to that position, and then he lost his rank and
He
all of
was a
that.
heavenly cherub. He was a high rank cherub.
Yeah,
He was made for beauty. That's what caught Eve.
he's a pretty man. He's a sweet boy.
He was a sweet way. He was a
Coolie,
light.
Cherubim were also
Coolie
in charge
youth.
of music. They were
It's
also
Coolie youth,
did the
man. That's
music
all
in
it
heaven.
was. Coolie.
They did
I mean,
Cooley.
He was on some Bobby
yeah, like Coolie
Valentino
kind
thing.
of,
You get me?
yeah, like extra sneak. Yeah,
You're
man, I
much
don't
better.
genuine looking
That's
niggas.
Cass.
No,
just wanna get
That's
to
more
know
Cass.
you.
more like genuine. I would say like a dark skin genuine. Yeah, like a dark skin genuine.
You
That
get
kind.
me?
I get,
You know what
I
I mean?
get
Get
you. I
fair gang.
get you. I
But
get
anyway,
you. I
so
get you. But he was the
aside
leader
from
of Heaven's choir.
cool,
Exactly.
no problem. But what I'm saying that like choir is all useful sounds and vibrations and all of that in heaven. I understand where you're coming from, right? But obviously, there's other beings assigned more significant jobs. Like delivering messages, helping in the creation of the earth. Do you get what I'm saying? And the heavenly hosts and the stars and all of that. Like there were some angelic beings. Yeah, like what Zulu was saying with Christ.
Seraphim.
I am before. You get what I'm saying? That's why a man can say such a thing, because in essence, in spirit and soul, Christ has always been there amongst the heavenly hosts, amongst his Father and everybody else who was out there in the beginning.
Can I give you a description as well? Yeah. Remember this now. Yeah. You have to understand this.
Mm.
Yeah. The description says, now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field which the Lord God had made.
Separation instantly.
So there's already a separation. It doesn't say the angel of God nothing. He's already down as a serpent. Then he was cursed again.
Right. So you got double curse.
No one said he was the angel of God though anymore, bro. I'm just saying he's an angel.
No, but I think it's quite known that he was a cherub.
It's telling you that he's a reptilian one. No. Think about it.
Reptilian.
Bro, I missed
Bro,
everything.
oh,
Who
come on, man.
who
Come
was
on,
what?
bro.
Hold on.
The devil. Are you saying the
David
devil was
right.
reptilian?
Hold on. A serpent is not a snake. Let's get that right.
It is actually.
It's not only
Actually,
a
it's
snake,
not.
is it?
What do you mean it's not?
Come on.
No, you can. So the snake in the Bible had legs like a lizard.
Right. So
and
is
then
that Frank?
Like
as
a Komodo
punishment-
dragon.
Serpent is
like,
not a snake, bro.
Yeah.
So
Allow
that
the
serpent,
snake.
A lizard is a snake, and a snake is a lizard. Or it's rather,
right,
sorry,
it's of the
a
same
snake
family,
is a
right?
serpent, and a serpent is a snake. Right.
It's a
Snake is a
reptile.
reptile.
Are they
Snake is
reptiles,
a
right?
reptile, my brother.
Are they all reptiles though?
they're all reptiles.
Yeah, I'm agreeing. They are
Yeah.
reptilian,
So I'm saying then it's indicating or suggesting that the devil is a reptile, or is
Okay,
now
so let me
in
ask you a question.
in that kind
How
of
come?
form.
How come when God cursed the serpent, He said that it would now slither on its belly? If it's not referring to a snake, what is a snake now?
Because how many other animals? How many other animals slither along their belly, my
Can
brother?
I pose?
How
something?
many?
He could be, but according to if
Because
we
all I
go
know is
with
about is a
Schiffer a
snake.
little bit, I agree with Schiffer a little bit when he suggested that the animal that spoke in the garden was possessed by the devil.
I believe that as well.
Can I pose
Right.
something?
So
Because
then,
I
if
actually
the
think
animal, if the animal itself, or if the serpent or the reptile itself got cursed, yeah, to walk or to be on its belly, and it probably still is on its belly, that has no reflection on the devil's abilities to just jump out of the body and say, "Boy, that's not me."
So what is the fruit of the tree then? So
Can
what
I
is the
just say
fruit of the
something?
tree?
I think it's actually to do with the status. I think it's actually to do with the status. So
Yeah,
you have to notice that I will agree. There's a reptilian theme when it comes to evil, and this doesn't just spread in terms of biblical. The Native Americans used to say the white man speaks with a forked tongue, like a lizard. So it's to do with deception, to do with
cunning,
and
right.
stuff. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So it's the
attributes.
serpent in the Garden of Eden was of a status. God removed that status by "you shall now crawl on its belly." But by the time we get to Revelations, he has become a dragon. So it's levels of status.
Right.
It's not a physical.
So
it's more
we're
of a
saying,
metaphysical.
thank you. What we're saying, but again, we can't find no dragons, right?
But Satan doesn't literally
And it
look
makes
like a
sense.
dragon or a serpent.
No, but like we know, Zulu, yeah, the animal they're talking about is a tannin, right? And the tannin, if you think about it, and you take the legs away, it does kind of resemble a dragon.
I'd
You get
agree
it?
with that.
No,
I think
I do
that's
believe
one
the
of the,
Tanakh existed, but I
even
don't
though
think the Tanakh.
we don't have, I would know, even though we don't have evidence of either, or do you get
But
it?
Michael,
Like,
we're
So
not
can I
saying.
ask you a question then? So
But
what is
Michael,
the
surely.
seed? So
yes,
what is
go
the
on,
fruit?
Julie.
What is the fruit
Mm.
that Eve took? Because all through the Bible, the fruit of the tree or the seed of a tree is the offspring. So what is the seed?
Yeah, it's again, it's metaphysical. So it's about individuals. It's about knowledge. It's about people. There's a verse in the Bible where Jesus heals a blind man. I think it said it is, and he said, "What do you see?" And he says, "Whence I saw trees, I now see man. I now see a man." So that's the link there again. Like I've said, they represent a people. They represent a
No,
thing.
Bro,
Yeah,
all through the, but this is what I'm trying to say is really, you
no.
can't just say no. All through the Bible, all through the Bible.
Yeah.
Yeah. Remember the parable of the olive tree and the wild
yeah,
olive tree. Like there's all through the Bible, the trees are classed as nations, bro, and peoples, bro.
yeah, exactly.
That's why I'm
They
asking you
are
what is the
people.
seed, and we know that Cain was this far because remember when Cain gave the offering, Cain done what was supposed to do. You know, Cain went and gave the offering,
You mean
but his
Abel?
offering was refused. Full stop. He done. You understand me? He
Yeah.
didn't do nothing
He bought
wrong, bro.
shabby stuff. No, he
No,
bought
no,
shabby.
no. What was given wasn't what was required. He
Yeah,
gave
he
the
bought
wrong
shabby.
offering.
He bought the shabby.
He was supposed
He
to
didn't bring the
bring, but like,
best of his flock.
remember what God told Adam and Eve, because
Yeah,
you've
he was
done
the
this.
tiller of the
Hold
field.
on,
The tiller of the
I can't
field,
shout
right?
because there's people in the house. But
Oh, he was a deliverable. So
remember
He was
what
the
God,
tiller of the field. And
guys,
Cain bought lamb. I mean,
I
Abel
can't
bought
shout.
lamb.
I can't shout. Remember what God told Adam and Eve when they sinned. Because you've done this thing, at your hand, the blood of the beast will be required. This is why they did animal sacrifices from Adam. Yeah.
Right.
What Abel gave was what was required. Animal
Yes.
sacrifice. Cain came with vegetation. That's why his sacrifice was unaccepted.
Okay, but
No,
other people's vegetation sacrifice was favored
How?
after.
after.
You mean
The
like when they do
process.
the festivals and stuff like that?
No, but the process, as in the ritual, continued.
Well, show me where they
He
give.
changed.
Well, I'm aware of the festivals.
Because you're supposed to
No,
give up the first
ritual,
fruits. Remember the first
first,
fruits
The
of the
festival
seasons,
of the
my
first
brother, in
fruit.
Deuteronomy.
right,
You're right.
What are we talking about?
Yeah.
The first fruits, the best of your first fruits of the seasons, my brother.
You're
Yeah.
right.
What are we talking about?
No, I'm agreeing with you. You're right.
So as I was
Yeah.
saying, that
So,
ritual continues, Zulu. So yeah, it
so
makes
I'm
sense.
saying to you, is it because Cain was the seed of that said serpent, yeah, of the other tree, why
Maybe.
his offering was looked down upon?
No, well, they said he's
No, because
consonant.
are you
Cain was
suggesting
the
that the
seed of the
serpent had
He
sex
had
with
screw
Eve?
face. He had
Is
screw
that what you're
face,
suggesting?
and he
Say
bought
that,
bad
say that
offering.
again. Say that again. Swedish.
Are you suggesting that the serpent had sex with Eve?
I'm asking. Well, I'm asking.
No, because it doesn't say that anywhere in the Bible. That would be a major.
Are we conceding
It
my
doesn't mean
argument
that
then?
he's
Because
It doesn't say
present
anything.
either.
are we conceding that I was right then? Because we're moving on now.
What the devil
But
can
Shifo, no one's
the
arguing with
devil
you,
can
bro.
possess.
Like, I don't know why you want to
Oh,
argue.
what are you saying?
We're
No, I
not
don't want to
arguing with you.
argue. I just want to know we're all on the same page. The devil is an angel, right?
But
Was an angel.
what do you mean? Like, of course he's an angel.
You see what I mean?
This is
But
gonna
we
go
can't move
right
on
back
until we
to
No,
it.
I'm saying, what do you mean?
Yeah,
I said, of course he's an
we
angel.
have moved on. We have moved
He
on.
is an angel, isn't it?
So
Right,
the
but me and
enmity,
you agree.
so my brother, the enmity between your seed
Yes,
And
and
her
her
seed.
seed
right.
is
Whose
what?
seed? Not her
The seed of
the
Lucifer.
devil's
I think, from my understanding,
Thank
that's spiritual. Like the people that follow Lucifer
For the people that
versus
Lucifer's
Jesus.
tree,
who-
My
Lucifer's
God.
tree, the seed that fell from his tree.
No. Yes, the
Because
seed. His youths, his
no, but
descendants.
Lucifer
Like,
doesn't
come
have
on.
youths, man. Stop that shit, man.
What? Go back and read it, please.
Fine, but you're not understanding what it's saying. You're like
How
you're
can
reading
you
it.
curse? Look, how can you curse a being and talk about seed if that
What do you
being
mean?
cannot procreate, cannot reproduce, and that seed will bruise the heels of Eve's seed? Like, come on, man, what are we doing?
Yeah. Also, you're forgetting the fact that it does explain about the fallen ones that they were going into man and
Yeah.
making man slaves. So it does point to it, because look, you've got to look at it like this, yeah. That
Lord, Clark, Natty, put on some clothes before you come in and them
I
godly
know.
talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
if God made
2002,
two people perfect,
22.
yeah,
Change that
then it would
profile.
mean it would make sense. It would make sense, yeah, perfect sense for Satan not to be able
Come on,
to create
and
his
deadly
own
sins and
seed. which is why you've obviously got Cain, which was obviously bad, and Abel, which was looked as the good one.
I think
was Cain
you
looked
say the
as the bad
seed,
one
that's
until
I think
the
the
Bible.
issue is, yeah, you guys say seed means, oh, it has to be his kids, but that
Yeah.
seed can also be in the spiritual seed. For example, it says in the Bible we are Jesus' seed or Jesus' offspring, as in like people that follow him, but that doesn't also mean that we come from Jesus, as in he's our dad. So it's like you're taking it one way in this way, but in another way you're taking it as literal.
were they all of the same fight? Were they all of the same
Somebody
family
said,
of
though.
12 nations? Were they all of the same
But
nation?
not all of us are from Israel.
Say
Like
that again?
in terms of a physical, not all of us are physically from Israel.
No, but what I'm
Israel.
saying to you, the people that he was preaching to and that he favored to preach to, was they all of one nation?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. There you go.
Okay, but then when it says that Abraham would have many children, as much as the stars of the sky, and obviously not every single person that believes is actually a physical descendant of Abraham, but they take on, they adopted in by becoming a spiritual Israelite by believing. So the seed isn't always physical. Sometimes it's a spiritual.
Did Abraham only produce Israelites?
That's sometimes you're
No,
saying, but
he
majority
produced
of the time,
Edomites, Ishmaelites, all sorts of different Hebrew.
All right,
but
then. So
the
it showed you
whole-
that and those
the
are millions.
whole-
So
But a
that's
true
millions
child of
stars.
Abraham is one that worships the God of Abraham.
But what I'm
not
saying
someone
to you, his children number those of the stars. That is
it's
factually
not
correct.
the whole
Oh,
Bible about lineage.
But a true child of
Huh?
Abraham, regardless
not-
of whether they're from Abraham physically, is one that worships the God of Abraham, as it clearly says all over the Bible. So it's a
Why
spiritual
is the word
descendancy.
begot used in the Bible so much, man? Come on, man.
It's a spiritual descendancy, not physical.
Bro, listen.
Begot.
When the Ishmaelites were blessed, they were blessed to be a great nation also, great in number and great in wealth, living off the fat of the land. Okay? These are nations. When he told him that he's going to have many children, Abraham's seed went on to populate and indoctrinate the world, my brother.
Okay.
That is fact.
Yeah, but this is the thing, though. The Gentiles that believe are also classed as children of Abraham. The white person that becomes a believer is also classed as a child of Abraham. So there's a spiritual descendant. Yes, there's a spiritual descendants. It's all over the Bible. There's a spiritual descendancy. Many of the Israelites that converted, even in the Old Testament, were classed as Israelites, but they weren't originally Israelites. Some of them came from Kemet. When they left Exodus, they came with them, became Israelites. That's why it's called a mixed. That's why it's called a mixed. Hold on. That's why it's called a mixed multitude.
They didn't become Israelites,
mate.
brother.
That's
They
why it's called a mixed
brother. They
multitude.
followed the Israelite way. They didn't become Israelites. They followed the Israelite way. There were certain things that they didn't have to do as non-Israelites. We know this, bro. Come on, man.
No, but they eventually became Israelites because
bro,
remember,
they were rules, bro. There's specific rules in Deuteronomy saying the stranger amongst you.
stranger amongst you.
Exactly.
But if they marry him, hold on.
Wait. Did they have to perform the same rituals as every Israelite? No, they did not. They did not.
They had to keep the laws when they were in our lands.
And you're supposed to keep your laws in other people's lands.
Okay, but if they
what are we talking about, bro?
And you're just coming from
hold on,
Kemet,
you're telling me that they couldn't convert back then because it's all over the Bible.
I'm not saying, bro, convert to what? This was a bloodline, my brother.
Yeah, but to believe in
There
the God
was
of
no
Abraham.
there was no religion of Christianity back then.
No, but hold on. To believe in the God of
Abraham, what are you
Abraham
converting to?
wasn't exclusive to
I'd
the
agree with
Israelites.
you, Zulu. That's where I agree with you. When you say following the God of Abraham,
It's
now
not
I agree.
exclusive to the
That's what I've
Israelites.
written for.
What
That's
do you
what
mean
I've
by
written
that,
for.
Shifa? What do you mean by that? What part?
That's what I mean, bro, because he's right. That's the seed.
Exactly. Thank you, Shifa.
So
We
can I ask
agree
you a
on
question
something.
then? So can I wait. Do all Abraham's seed follow the God of Abraham?
No.
Okay. There you go.
Mad.
Because the Ishmaelites don't
That's
follow
what we're
the God
talking
of
about.
Abraham.
Mad.
The Ishmaelites don't follow the God of Abraham. The
There we go
Edomites-
then. But are they Abraham's seed?
No, they do follow the God
No,
of
but
Abraham.
the
That's a
Abraham
lie.
seed physically motion.
You see,
Again,
man's
no,
gonna-
Maki, hold on. Let me say, I know you're going to disagree,
Yeah,
Maki,
but you
because you're going
can't
to
rub
say,
out Muslims. You can't.
but they're not, they
you know
don't
what,
believe
Zulu,
the God of
Zulu,
Abraham.
Zulu, rub out
We know
Muslims.
this.
Yeah, but you can't rub out Muslims, can you? You can't.
Zulu, say I concede.
I'm telling you my opinion,
Why are
Maki.
you
I'm
saying
telling
that,
you.
though?
I'm telling you my opinion.
Yeah, but that's
Zulu,
I
say I
don't believe.
concede to your point.
That's
Yeah.
not based in any truth, is it?
Zulu, say I
True.
concede to your point. Yeah. This is how you'd have to put it then. Those people that are grafted in that you say become the seed of Abraham are the ones that are grafted in for a short period.
What do you mean for a short period?
Short period, man.
for a short time. Because remember,
Outside the
again,
cold
you have
right
to
now.
put the parable of the olive tree and them thing there. What tells you
Do you
that?
know what makes Zulu right? Do you want me to say what makes Zulu right?
Bro, let me
When we were
finish my
talking
point,
about
bro.
in the
Bro, let me
No
finish my
issues,
point. Let
finish,
me
man.
finish my point, bro.
Hey, listen.
thought you
Anyway,
were
sorry,
finished.
guys.
Let me just finish my point,
Just
Eddie.
to say, I'm off, man. Have a
All
good
right,
one,
Big
yeah?
up,
Good night,
Ray.
guys.
Big up,
Let's
Ray.
let's
Yeah,
let
yeah.
Motion finish though.
Yeah,
Let Motion
because
finish.
on when he talks later on, I can't remember what book it was when they talk about the curses and talk about the parable of the olive branch. They talk about people being grafted in
The Gentiles.
to provoke anger and jealousy of
Yes, I've
those
read
of
that.
the
It's in
seed.
Romans. Yes.
You feel what I'm saying to you? So I'm saying to you, if that is the case, those that have become the seed of Abraham, that would have been those that would have been grafted in. Would that not
Exactly.
make? Is that
That's a
is that
fact.
okay? So then, are they always going to be of the seed then, or are they grafted in for a period?
It doesn't say to make them jealous, but once they believe in the God of Abraham, they're one of us.
Okay.
Like they're adopted. It even says adoption. The whole point of the Israelites was to be an example to bring other people in. That's why God chose the Israelites.
True, I agree with that. I agree. No, I agree with that.
So even in the Old Testament, people could come in and join.
Yeah, no, I agree with that statement. You have to be a light unto the world. I agree with that statement.
So
Can
I'm
I-
saying
can
when
I
it says
make my
so back
point
to
now?
the seed thing, the seed can also be a spiritual thing. It doesn't always mean a
No,
physical thing.
not in the devil's case. Come on,
But the
man.
devil doesn't have a penis, bro. What are we talking about?
What?
Seed.
What are you doing? You just said he had. People have just told you he's got supernatural abilities. He can
Okay,
move
man.
nature. He can whisper. He can talk to Jesus. He can do all of these.
Let me
type
tell you
of
this,
stuff.
Mikey.
Bro,
The one thing
I
the
don't know.
devil and demons and even angels can't do is make life. They
That is
can't
not
make life.
true.
The only beings that can make life are humans and God and animals. Angels and demons can't make life. They can only
That is a lie.
possess. They can
From the
possess. They
pit
can
of hell.
imitate, but they can't make life.
That is a lie from the pit of hell and not from the
You're
Bible.
gonna eat those words. You're gonna eat those words, man.
Prove your facts.
Can I make my point now? My point was
Sorry,
this
but the
year.
book,
A
the
lie
When we're
book,
from the
the
talking
pit of
book
about
of
hell.
Enoch
What are
clearly
you doing?
you see
explains
when we're
that.
talking about the garden, yeah, remember that the fruit that Adam and Eve ate from, yeah, they ate from the tree of knowledge and of good and evil. And then the Most High says they have become like us. Yeah. Why did he say that, bro?
Don't give him a headache, man.
Who's that question?
Why did he say that? Because the seed is about the knowledge. It's about understanding the difference and choosing a side. So you can choose the seed of good or you can choose the seed of evil.
Wait, hold on. That tree of good and evil, it was still a physical tree. Even though it had spiritual effects, it was still a physical fruit and a physical tree. I'm not the one claiming that that's metaphorical or allegory, because I believe that I take that literally.
I don't know. I'm
I
not
take that
entirely
literally.
sure of that because I weren't there. I weren't there to see this tree.
So then hold
And
on.
when they
Let
say
me ask you a question, Shifa. If it wasn't literal, why did God have to guard the Garden of Eden to stop people from coming in?
I would say that God had to guard the Garden of Evil the Garden of Eden, sorry, to stop people from coming in because he was trying to keep Adam and Eve separate from outside influence.
No, they were kicked out.
No, before they were kicked out.
No. They only guarded it after they were kicked out. Remember, he sent them out, and then he put a cherubim with a flaming sword to stop people from coming
You're
in.
talking after they were kicked out. After they were
Yes.
kicked out, remember, now they have knowledge of good and evil, so they can sway either way now.
No. Answer my question, bro. If it's not a literal garden, and if it's not a literal fruit, if it's not a literal tree, when they're kicked out, why does someone have to stand outside of it to stop people from coming in?
Straight facts.
Okay, my answer to you would be the same because now they know the difference between good and bad, and they can sway either way. So they could bring
What does that
evil
even
back into
mean?
the
Sway
garden.
either way. What does that even mean? You're not
It
answering the
means they
question.
can go. It means at that point now they have knowledge of good and evil. If they enter back into the garden, there's a possibility that they can be bringing evil into the garden, which was never supposed to be there.
Enter back in. But I thought it's not literal though. Where would they be going if it's all symbolic?
Well, when you say where would they be going if it's all symbolic, what is the garden? That's a
I'm
good
saying
question.
it's a physical place. I'm taking the passage literally. You're saying it's allegory, right? From what I'm hearing. So if you're saying
I
it's
never said it was allegory. I never said it was allegory.
so what's the fruit then? Is it real fruit? Is it actual fruit?
Well, this is the thing. I'm not going to say it wasn't an actual fruit, but I can't say
Okay.
it was definitely an actual fruit. I can't say either way. What I can say is whatever this was, if it was an actual fruit, like an apple or a quince, whatever it was, okay. But when they ate that
It was a
fruit,
fig,
they
probably.
now had knowledge of good and evil. But it could have been the fruit of information.
Yeah, but the fruit can activate something in them, into their pineal gland or their spirit
Just
or
like,
whatever.
just like
But it's a physical
information
fruit.
can. No,
Some
but
say it's a fig,
information.
some say it's a fig fruit or whatever, but it's a
Right.
physical
Can
fruit.
hold on one second. Can information activate things in your brain?
Yes. So
There you go. There you go, bro. Like, what we do there? Like, come on, fam.
But hold
Like,
on.
now
Let's not.
they know that.
Shifa. If there's a tree that can give you immortality or can extend your life, yeah, these trees or these fruits have obviously supernatural capabilities. So there's a tree of life and there's a tree of knowledge of good and evil. So you're thinking, oh, it can't just be a physical thing because that wouldn't make sense. But no, these physical things can have supernatural capabilities. So giving them
No, but that's
knowledge of good and
not the
evil is
point
one
of
of those
contention.
things.
That's not a point in contention. The point I'm making is it could still be a seed of knowledge, because the seed of knowledge could be, you know what, once you understand certain types of information and science, you could understand how to give yourself eternal life. That could be a scientific formula for all we know. But we don't know. We wasn't there, bro. We weren't there, innit? So there's no point in like trying to put a pin in things that we will never be able to prove. But ultimately, when we look at the information, we can see that to some extent, good and evil was what was in contention here, and eternal life. You know, and that doesn't necessarily mean they had to eat fruit.
But Shifa, I think when it says knowledge of good and evil, I think that's in reference to them losing their innocence, meaning the moral meaning they now have an inclination or temptations to iniquity. Like for example, feelings such as feeling angry or jealous or whatever, or lustfulness. These things now arise as a result of eating because now they know evil. It's in them now to be tempted or to have that capacity. Whereas prior, they were innocent. They didn't think to do evil things. They didn't think to kill someone or to do this to someone or to do that to someone. But now after eating it, it's changed their moral compass or their minds, or perception per se. Hence why they saw that they were naked.
Just like if I gave someone the knowledge of DNA and how to alter it, you know, before they had the knowledge of DNA and how to alter it, they wouldn't be able to alter DNA. They have no idea that these things even exist. But now I've given them that fruit of knowledge to their mind. Now they can alter DNA. They can do things with it. And that could be dangerous. So I get where you're coming from, but it still leads back to the same point.
Which is what?
Which is that the seed is it could be information. I'm not saying it is, I'm saying could be.
The seed doesn't serpent's seed. It could be information.
Well, the seed definitely could be information. I could plant a seed in your mind right now.
No, you're right. It can be information because it says when you're trying to spread the truth, you plant the seed and then it grows. So your seed can mean many things. You're right about that.
That's right. And this is what I'm saying to you. You know, ultimately, you know, when we look at this in totality, you know, that's the difference with the devil and the rest of the angels. The devil, the devil was able to rebel. The other angels didn't rebel. Why didn't they rebel?
No,
How come
they
the devil was able
Satan's
to?
side though, Shifa. Some of them chose his side,
Yeah,
didn't
a percentage, yeah. And they're still angels. They're fallen
Are you
angels, but they're still angels.
repping for Satan, man? What's going on?
That's what
I'm not repping for Satan. I'm just saying that Satan is an angel in whatever denomination we put
like
him
it means something.
Yeah, but he can never be as powerful as the angel of the Lord, can he? Because he's not under God's glory or protection. So how could he even be more powerful than the actual angel of heaven?
Well, if he wasn't as powerful as an angel of the Lord, then how come it took, Michael to defeat him? How come any angel couldn't have defeated him?
That's a different level of angel.
No, but remember, he didn't even defeat him. He cast him out. He just kicked him out.
There you go. There you go. Was he allowed to kill him?
He wasn't. He didn't want to kill him because his time is for. He's damned for hellfire. His death is going to be hellfire.
His death is going to be hellfire. Okay.
Remember it says the hell wasn't made. Remember in the Bible it says hell wasn't made for humans. It was made for the devil and his angels.
And he's still an angel, and people are still going to go to the hellfire too.
So what are they now? What are they now once they die? Are they demons or something?
No, right now they're fallen angels. The
No, I
Nephilim
mean
fallen.
when they die, because they must die.
What
as a
people?
sentence.
What you mean
No,
people? You mean?
no,
When
these
angels
fallen
die.
angels, man.
Well,
Yeah,
when
When they
did
die,
they
fallen
die?
angels.
they'll cease to exist.
I'm saying they're spirits and they're
It's
floating
spirits.
around and they're possessing people and all of that.
Mhm.
No?
I believe that, Marky.
Yeah, I
And I
believe that
believe that
too.
too. But I would say that ultimately, like, it's like if I said to you, all right, for instance, BMW make a car or Volkswagen make a car, then they say we're discontinuing that car. We're not making that car anymore. We've cast that one out. But it's still a car. It still drives. Still put petrol in and run the engine.
But
So
Schiffer,
it's still an engine.
I hear what you're saying, but let's not forget, angel Malek or Malek, sorry, just means messenger. So I could be called a messenger by that definition. But when we're talking about sons of God, when we're talking about angels of the Lord, we're now talking about supernatural beings that
Yeah. So
appear
what
in the
about Enoch?
physical. So
What about
Satan,
Enoch
yes,
then?
is a supernatural being. He's not a human being natively.
Is he a son of the Most High?
Yes, because
There
he
you
was
go.
called to come up to heaven during the Lot situation, as all the sons of God were called to come up. So he
Because
is in
God
that
made
sense.
him, man.
Because God made him is what exactly.
Mm.
So,
Yeah. So
That's
what book
right.
is that in? What book is that in?
it's in the book of Job.
In the Bible, Kevin. What do you mean? What book is it? It's in the
So, Shifa,
Bible,
what
Kevin.
is the argument here? Because it seems like I'm agreeing with you in the sense of yes, he's an
No.
angel,
We're
but he's
agreeing.
not.
Me and you have been agreeing from the beginning, from the jump, and even Maku. We've all been agreeing. The only person I had a point of contention with was the person who said devil is not an angel. That's the only point of
Well, we
contention
never
I
said.
had.
Oh,
We
no
And
never
one
my
said
said.
that.
point
The
from the
devil,
beginning was that no,
and you said
Raheem
that the
said
But
that.
devil.
Raheem
Shifa, the
said
only
that.
Oh,
the
The,
people
Raheem.
that
the
have that
devil never killed
perspective would be
nobody.
like
Who
people
did the
that
devil
believe in the
kill?
Quran because they believe that he was a jinn
Who
or
did the
that
Yeah, but
he
devil
was
kill in the
I'm not
Bible?
Islamic,
Iblis
so
or
I
Who
don't
something
did
deal
like
the
with
that.
that.
devil kill in
Yeah,
the
but
Bible?
I
even
don't deal with
things,
the Islamic stuff.
even
I'm dealing
even
with
even
Bible.
even MD who said that made it clear what she was talking about. Alai, Zulu?
But she said it from the
Yeah,
Christian paradigm, not from her beliefs, because she doesn't believe
Right.
that he's
Thank
an
you,
angel.
thank you. So that's
Yeah,
not up for
that's right.
contention. That's
All
what I'm
right,
saying.
cool.
It's
Yeah,
not
So
up for
now,
from her
contention.
who
position,
who
I'd
did
say
the
Yeah.
devil
she's right
or
from her
Satan or Lucifer kill in the Bible?
Islamic point of view.
But
Who did
whether
Lucifer,
Raheem wasn't
Satan, and the
even
devil
sticking to that point anyway. You know what I mean? I think he conceded that the devil was an angel. So
Yeah, but then the
yeah.
point I was making that I made that he was contesting against was that, if demons or the devil, who we call a demon, is an angel and
hmm
they possess people, then it
hmm
would stand to reason that angels do the same thing.
Yeah, angels can possess people, but when they possess people, they do not jerk up and down, stick to the ceiling, head spin round, vomit out of their mouth. The people tend to be the same.
But
So
when you
like
say
when
angels
Agreed.
people are endowed,
can possess people,
hold on,
Maki, what do you mean by that?
when people are endowed with the Holy Spirit,
They're not
they
That's
do
possessed.
not,
right.
they're not
The
possessed
Holy Spirit. There
exactly.
we
They're
go.
enhanced. They're
So
enhanced.
thank you.
They're not
So
possessed.
if it was to happen from an angel, that it would be in that similar vein. It wouldn't be
hmm
like how when you're possessed by a fucking demon. Do you get what I'm
Because
That's
saying? Like
Shifa,
it.
100%
when
agree.
we're talking
I
about
agree with that.
possession,
Mm,
you are a
I agree
spirit
with that.
yourself. So if another spirit is coming in to try and
mm,
control your vehicle, it's a
right.
tug of war. It's a
It
struggle. This
is.
is why
It
they're
is.
convulsing and they're vomiting because they're struggling within their
But if it's
vehicle.
ordained by the Creator, it's going to be smooth sailing. It's going
There's
to
not going to be no
All
struggling or
right.
nothing like
right.
that.
It's going to
All
match up
right.
with your thing. You're going to be
All right, because remember
talking.
that angel's
You're going to be
guiding
like
you.
raw.
The demons try the devil's angels are trying to control you, whereas the Lord's angels are guiding you,
Guiding,
and they can
exactly.
guide you
Right.
by
Exactly.
possession. They
No,
can
they
guide
don't
you
So
need
by
to
Matthew,
possess.
possession.
They don't need
But
to
the
possess
possession
you
isn't
though.
guiding, it's taken over.
Yeah.
Not
Earlier on there,
necessarily.
somebody,
No, but again, it might be to convey God's message.
That's right. And what does that
Okay,
word
cool.
possession mean? Possession means to take hold of. So
No.
an angel, for instance, a man could be in a war, in a battle, yeah,
Mm.
and he may not have any knowledge of how to fight. He may not have any knowledge of kung fu, no fighting experience, but an angel took over his body and guided his hands. Yeah. So what was it?
I
Come
see what
on, bro.
I
you're
don't
Come
saying,
know.
bro.
I
I
on.
don't
see what
know.
you're
I don't
saying,
know.
bro.
I don't know because I mean,
Come on.
there's a distinct dislike for us humans.
I don't like that word
Like,
possession.
I don't
I know
understand
you
what
don't
you
like
mean.
the word possession, but the word possession doesn't necessarily mean something evil.
But if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen to someone like a prophet or something, or
But if it's gonna
someone
take away my free
special in the
will, but
Bible.
hold on, Shifa. If it's gonna take away my free will, how can that be good?
Have you heard of have you ever read Wisdoms of Solomon?
Is that in the Apocrypha? I think I've read some of it.
Yeah. So if you've read that and you believe and you take that on board, yeah, then that would explain it, right? Because it will tell you that he met one spirit, and this spirit will tell you, for example, I'm a female spirit, and I go into the dreams or to the minds of men, and I cause them to lust. And so
Does it say that, bro?
Yes, bro.
Oh,
Yes,
shit.
bro.
Yeah,
Because
Is that the incubus and the succubus?
Solomon was given an instrument which he could control them with.
That's
It
right.
was
The
a
ring.
ring.
So
Yeah,
is
it was a
that the
ring.
is that the incubus and the succubus then?
But you know what? Also, as well, Shaka put up some of them symbol things, yeah, the other day, and they were putting some kind of connection with symbols and stuff, saying that some of these symbols, even from like way back, like ancient African times, they're saying that they were using these symbols to communicate with beings or something like that.
Thank you. And this is why they take these things out, bro. This is why they take these things out, because it's like, are we not evidencing it today?
There you go.
Get me? Are we not evidencing people using these spirits and these symbols and so on and so forth to commune with spirits and do all kinds of things?
And then again, there'd be no point for exorcism if none of this was even, a possibility. But more on the side of that, obviously, what's God's go back to God, isn't it? So the angels
going back to what Nathan just said, yeah, was when Jedi put up the other day that thing I told you about the holies of holies, the secrets of secrets. That was the place where they built the temple. Yeah, they built the temple. Now the holies of holies, secrets of secrets was the place where King Solomon was going down there, and they were saying performing. They were calling it, well, to the mere people, they were calling it black magic. Yeah, talking real bad stuff about him. Yeah. But then to most of his followers, he was talking to, obviously, the Lord, etc., etc. But he was really asking them how to defeat his armies, where to find this, and there were certain demons, but they were asking him for stuff. It wasn't like a freebie. It was more like, you know what I mean, like kind of like like a blood sacrifice thing, because obviously they were doing blood sacrifice.
That's later because people are using the symbologies without. So, for example, people were able to call on these entities, but couldn't control them, and would lose their life. And so, what happened was, Solomon. Some of the times he was charged to go and call upon these spirits. He was stopping them from terrorizing other people also. You get me? Because he had this device that could control them. Yeah, he was then able to use them to build the temples and so on and so forth. You get me? That's what the wisdom of Solomon.
Yeah.
Do you believe in that though, Martin? 100%. Because
say that again.
Do you believe the wisdoms of Solomon 100%?
Do I believe what? Say, bro. Say that again.
Do you believe the wisdoms of Solomon 100%?
Do I believe it 100%? But I don't believe none of the book 100%, whether it's apocrypha or not.
Really?
Is the devil subject to God's will?
It depends. Yeah, obviously, if he wills him to death, then if he's all powerful and he wills him to death, he should be able to will him to death, innit?
There you go. So he's still an angel of the Lord, then, to some extent.
Wait, hold on, Shifa. Are you trying to say that God is okay with him doing what he's doing?
He's still an angel, bro.
Yeah, I know.
Hold on, Shifa. Are you trying to say that God is okay with him?
I don't even know what you're talking about.
I'm trying to say, if God is listening,
are you Lucifer seed? What's going on?
It's like you're trying to advocate for the devil, bro.
No, 1 second. No, I'm not trying to advocate for the devil. I'm trying to advocate for the Most High. If the Most High is perfect, yeah, and the Most High don't make mistakes, the Most High did everything for a reason. Everything was in the Most High's plan. That would include the devil.
No, hold on, wait. If we go by the Bible, it wasn't God's plan to be doing all what the angels were doing. I don't think that was God's plan, because later on, God's trying to rub it out, right? With floods and all sorts of stuff going on. So I don't think that's you've got it necessarily got it correct. But also at the same time, he knows that the fallen angels and the devil's down here.
Yeah, that was it.
And they're all mixing
So
up.
why
Hold
don't you
on.
kill him?
They're all
and the
mixing up and having children. These are clear,
Yeah, the
clear
reason
things
why
in the
I think
Bible,
the
man.
reason why
Like,
No,
what
but
we
why
doing?
does he kill the devil's children but not the
I
devil?
think
Because
Hold
he
on,
made a
one
pact
second.
with humans, bro. He made a pact with humans, bro. He said, I will never again wipe out humankind after the flood.
because
Mhm.
Noah's
No, but why didn't he
bloodline is
kill
the
the
only
devil? The
pure
point I was
bloodline.
making is that God wiped out the Nephilim, yeah, with the flood, X, Y, Z,
Hold on,
and the
hold on.
people, yeah.
Think
But
about the Nephilim. The
ultimately,
Nephilim
the
are,
devil still
are
survives.
hold on. The Nephilim would include sons of the devil.
That's
Right?
right.
No,
That's
no,
right.
Okay.
no.
Son of man.
Okay. Sons of the
That's
devil
right. But
and
he's the
sons
devil. The
of
devil wasn't killed.
hold on. Sons of angels also. Good
No,
angels.
man.
Yeah. Sons of
Yeah.
angels. That's right. But the
Right.
devil
And
It's
was
the
then
in
sons
God's
of
plan.
Seth. It's the sons of
and
Seth.
no, bro, forget all that. Like what we're talking
Nephilim
about.
were half
We're saying
angels
because
and demons.
we cannot accept that the sons of Seth were breeding with animals and doing all of that stuff that
No,
God
it
had
The
was
to
the
sons
make
of
sons of
Seth
decrees.
Cain.
bred with the daughters of Cain.
Cain.
That's
It
what
was
Hold
the
that's
on,
line of
saying.
man.
Cain. Enoch.
God
Don't forget Cain.
made decrees.
Enoch is Cain's father.
I'm
Sorry,
saying God
Cain was
made
Enoch's
decrees,
father.
yeah. God
Now
made
Enoch's not
decrees and
Cain's
wiped
father.
out. Listen,
Mm-hmm.
That's a
God made
different Enoch.
decrees.
That's a different Enoch.
No,
There's two
Cain
Enochs.
is
There's
Enoch's
a son
father.
of Cain, Enoch, and then there's a grandson of Seth,
Yeah,
Enoch.
but there's sons of God's the sons of God's children
But
and the sons of the fallen. Like
Matthew, the
let's
sons
get it
of God
right,
can
man.
be humans. We are
So
called
they're gonna
sons of
be
God.
Nephilim, Raphaim, and all sorts of
Oh
hymns
man,
going on.
no,
You get
bro.
me? Gibraims, all sorts, all of
Bro,
that.
humans
All
are
of that
called
was
sons
running.
of God, Matthew. Adam was called a son of God. So what makes you think that that was angels mixing with the humans when it's clear
I
that
think it's clear.
humans are
I think it's
humans are
quite clear.
mixing with humans? That's what's happening.
I think it's clear because they specify that those beings were mixing with anything other than themselves.
Yes,
So they
because
were mixing with
us as the
other
sons of God,
animals. One
because us
second,
as the sons of Seth were holy people. We weren't like the daughters of Cain, because
bro.
Cain was cast out and he went
What
and
we
did his
doing?
thing in the land
There's
of.
not only, bro. You're thinking there's only few people on the planet. That's why, and I'm saying that's not true. You know that's not true.
No, it
There were
is true.
giant in the earth in those days. Where did they come from? They came
Yeah,
from these
but Noah
angelic
was a
beings.
giant.
They came from these angelic beings and these fallen beings.
No, Matthew,
Now,
all of them, Matthew, all of them were giants. Noah was a
if
giant.
you
Adam was a giant. All of them were giants.
if you read the book of Enoch,
What are you
yeah,
talking about?
that you don't want to read, it might go into more detail.
I've read the book of Enoch, man.
But there's so many beings here prior and during the time of Adam and these other creations.
No,
and
there
these
isn't.
Noahs.
In the book of Enoch, Adam is
my
the
God.
ancestor of everyone. In the book of Enoch.
It seems like everybody's overlapping because
Yeah.
the amount of time Adam's living, right? He's gonna be there for several generations of his descendants. Like, let's not be silly.
Yeah, because he lived up to 930
Thank you.
something. So
And then other ones of his descendants lived 700 years and 800 years and all of this type of stuff.
exactly.
Right. So all the way down to Noah, yeah, these men are living an extremely long time. So they're overlapping. You can bump into your ancestor. Yes, you can.
No one probably met Adam.
Right. You can meet
Noah went to
Enoch. You can
Enoch.
meet
Noah went
you
to
can meet
Enoch.
Abraham.
No one met
You can
Enoch.
meet certain man. You can meet certain
Noah
man. That's
went.
what I'm
So
trying to say.
wait. Let me ask you a question, bro. How come Enoch didn't die in the flood?
Because Enoch was sent up to heaven way before the flood.
But Noah met him.
Noah met him because he's Noah's granddad. So of course he's going to meet his granddad.
Oh no, someone was arguing about
he
the
saw
time.
Noah being born. He met Noah.
Wasn't it you, Zulu, arguing
No,
about the time?
after the flood, didn't he meet Enoch again?
No, Enoch was in heaven during the time of the flood. Because remember, the only people that went into the boat was Noah and his family, and their wives. So Enoch wasn't there. Noah's dad, Enoch's son Methuselah, died as well. Enoch is Noah's granddad, so he would have met him when he was young. But remember, Enoch at some point went to heaven.
Zulu, were there people before Adam and Eve?
Say that again?
Were there people before Adam and Eve?
You mean people in all of existence or on Earth?
On Earth?
No.
Are you sure?
100%.
You really sure?
Not before, but I say during.
I want to say this. I'm going to say this.
100%. Adam and Eve is the ancestor of all human beings.
Depending what Bible you're reading, if you go into the Septuagint, which the Bible, what you're talking about, is taken from, yeah, you're going to find that there were people created before Adam and Eve.
If you're referring to Genesis 1 and it says God made male and female and called
Yep.
them mankind,
Mhm.
that is the
Mhm.
same Adam and Eve. Just the difference is Genesis 2 is specifically going into the creation of man. So it's
No,
not
that's a lie.
different story. It's just going deeper into the
That's your
creation of man.
interpretation. I don't
That's
think
that's
Yeah,
the that's
you
my understanding. That's the
misinterpreted.
Israelites'
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
understanding. That's the
Okay.
biblical
That's
scholars'
not.
understanding.
No, it's not.
You guys are coming with this
That's you
theory that came
taking.
out
That's you
yesterday.
taking. That's
No,
you
it's not.
taking a bit of the
This
story
theory
out.
came out yesterday, Maki.
You
I
never
can show
wrote
you
English.
I can show you Josephus saying what I'm
You
saying.
never
when he's
created
talking.
Can we
English
read it?
or
Can we read it?
Shakespeare in
Can we
Do you want me
English.
to show you what Josephus says about it?
No, forget
Josephus is-
Josephus. Can we read
What?
it? Because I've read it. Can we read it?
Genesis
read
1
it.
and 2.
How
Yeah,
did
please.
Cain and Abel find
I've done
wives
this
if there
over
weren't
and
other
over again,
people
though,
on the?
bro.
Hold on 1 second. How did Cain and Abel find wives if there were no people
It
before
was
them?
their it was their sisters.
Abel didn't find a wife. He got murdered.
All right, Abel didn't find a wife. How did Cain go out into the
He
world
was
and find
assigned. He
one?
was assigned a
Cain's
wife.
wife
Obviously.
was his twin sister. If you read the
Was
book
his
of
twin sister?
Not his twin
Jubilees,
sister.
if you read the book of
Abel's.
Jubilees, if you read the book of Jubilees, it tells you it
Ain't
was
it
his twin
Abel's
sister.
twin sister? Abel's twin sister.
No, Cain and Abel had sisters.
Yeah, they
both
swap
had
over, innit? They're both gonna swap
No,
over. They're not
man.
gonna. They're
Cain
not
had
gonna
a sister.
breed. Yeah, but you're not gonna breed your twin with your twin. No, they don't do that. They would
Yeah, they're gonna come out
obviously.
deformed, bro.
They would
Whichever it
obviously
was,
swap them
she's
over.
named. Her
Yeah.
name is in the book of Jubilees.
We know
Whichever
the name.
it was.
I know the name, but yeah, whether you know it or not, that's another story.
What's
But
the name then, Matthew?
hold on, let me get my book. Fuck's sake.
You don't know it
You're
off
making
by
me
heart,
do
then.
work today. No, I
You
don't
don't
need
know it off
to.
by heart.
But I do know that they were definitely partnered up with each other's twin.
So they stay with each other's twin, yeah?
Sorry.
Her name is Awan.
So did they have the same dad?
Who?
Yes, Adam was their dad.
Yeah.
And remember, after Cain left, Adam and Eve still
But
had
that
more
is
kids.
a confession. That is a confession.
Adam and Eve didn't stop having kids.
Well,
They still
that
had
was a
more kids.
confession. Don't you realize, Zulu? That was a confession that both of them were sets of twins. Both of them.
Possibly, yeah.
Of course. Then,
But again, he's not finding a wife from a different lineage. He's finding a wife within his own family. So he's not. There's no other people on the planet.
no, but they're going somewhere else. Yes, they're out of the garden, and now
Going to
they're
the
in
land of
general.
Nod.
They're going to general population now.
No. They're going to the land of Nod.
Hold on, the said thing that people are worried about, like
Wait, Mikey, did you say they were in the garden?
The whole reason they were in the garden was
They
to
weren't in the
separate them
garden.
from places like the land of Nod that already existed.
Matthew, Cain was not in the garden. What are you talking about?
No, I'm not talking about Cain. I'm talking about Adam and Eve.
Okay, so Adam and
Yeah.
Eve, they were not in the garden. They were in the wilderness. But it doesn't mean
Right.
that they were going where other people were. There were no other people outside.
No, that was the whole point. To be exiled out from the garden, you're going to see the harsh environment and real life out there. Since you're so smart,
Matthew.
since you have the knowledge of good and evil, you're gonna really see evil when you go out there.
No.
You're gonna really see
You're making
hardship.
fiction, bro. That's not what the Bible says, man.
Okay, all right.
The Bible says they were kicked out and they founded cities. Nimrod, their descendant through Noah, founded cities. There were no other people outside of the garden.
What are you talking about?
That land of Nod was. Hold on, let me finish.
The land of Nod.
I'll tell you. The land of Nod was built by Cain.
No, it wasn't.
Let's not forget who's writing.
Where
Genesis
does it
yet.
say in?
Let me explain.
Where does it say in the Bible that Cain built the land of Nod?
Josephus tells us.
Where?
Josephus tells us
in the Bible.
But remember, Maku, these people
Why
that
are
I'm
we
quoting.
running from the Bible? Like,
But hear what I'm saying, Maku. The people that I'm quoting are closer to when the Bible was written and are Israelites, so they would know the Bible more than me and you. And they're telling you what I'm saying.
No, that's mad.
Josephus was an Israelite. He was from the tribe of.
That's mad.
He was the son of a priest. He was an Israelite.
Can I read something, please?
Josephus was 100% Israelite.
Son of a priest of what? In Rome.
I think it was from the tribe of.
Can I read something quickly?
He was 100% Israelite.
I'll be really quick. I swear, I'll be really quick here. Genesis
Someone
1,
read
yeah?
Genesis 1. Yeah.
Genesis 1, Septuagint, yeah? From 27 onwards, yeah? It says, and God made man according to the image of God, he made him, male and female, he made them. And God blessed them, saying, increase and multiply and fill the earth and subdue it. And have dominion over the fish of the seas, the flying creatures of the heavens, and the cattle of the earth, and all the reptiles that creep on the earth. And God said, behold, I had given you every seed bearing herb sowing seed, which upon all the earth and every tree which has itself the fruit of seed that is sown, to you it shall be for food. Yeah, this is before the garden, bro.
Hold on, keep
Before the
what
garden.
does Genesis 1. Hold on, what does Genesis 2:1 say? Read Genesis 2:1.
Alright, let's go to Genesis.
Tell me if it's a continuation of what you just read.
Let's go to Genesis.
That was
2.
very specific as well. Remember, you said it was
Let's
just
go to
general and
Genesis.
all of that. It was referring to
Yeah,
Adam
let's
and
start.
Eve. That didn't
It
sound
didn't
like
say
it was
nothing about no
referring.
Adam.
Well, hold on,
No
Maki, with the
Adam.
Hebrew
Adam
word
and
for
Eve.
male used there and mankind, is it not Adam?
Watch this.
Oops.
Watch this. Hold on. Let's go to Genesis 2.
Anyway, go
Listen,
ahead.
you said Genesis
Yeah,
2.
but we
I'm
know
at
that
Genesis
Adam
2.
is not a single person. Adam is a tribe, and Eve is
Okay,
a
That's
so
tribe.
how
right.
come that same tribe is
Right.
referenced in Genesis 1 in the
Okay,
Hebrew?
well,
Now listen.
I'm
Let's
saying
go to
they
Genesis
existed
2.
before
Let's
them.
just move on
Right.
to Genesis 2. It
No,
says,
right.
Doing?
and the
Go ahead,
heavens and the
Shifa.
earth were, listen, it says, and the heavens and the earth were finished, and the whole world of them. And God finished on the sixth day his
Right.
works which he made, and he ceased on the seventh day from
Right.
all his works which he made. And God blessed the seventh day and sanctified it, because in it he ceased from all his works which God began to do. This, the book of the generations of heaven and earth, when they were made, in the day in which the Lord made the heaven and the earth, and every herb of the field before it was on the earth, and all the grass of the field before it sprang up, for God had not rained on the earth, and there was not a man to cultivate it. But
Oops.
there rose a fountain.
Shifa, I'm sorry to cut you. Please, can I cut you there, brother? I'm really sorry. I need to point this out.
Yeah, go ahead.
Before there was a man to what?
To cultivate it.
Okay, on what day was vegetation made in Genesis 1? Plants and ground. What day was that?
Bro, I don't know if you're not listening, yeah? He's made man because there was no one to cultivate it. That's why he made man. It's giving you an explanation as to why he did.
Ask your
He's
question,
giving you an
brother.
explanation as to why he did what he did.
Shifa, we understand that.
And
but
all humans don't cultivate land.
Shifa, no, let's not do that, Mikey. Don't do that, please.
Let's
stick with what let's stick with what the Bible says. Give me a chance. Let's go through this slowly. Give me a chance. So Shifa, it says that we agree man was made to till the ground, and as it says in Genesis 1, man was made last. All the other things were made before. Same thing as it says in Genesis 2. Okay?
No, bro.
So, hold on, let me finish. This is important. I'm gonna ask you a question now. So, if there were other human beings made already, why did God say there was no man to till the ground in Genesis 2?
No, bro. Listen again. Let's go back through it again.
Yeah, that's dead, Julian.
Okay.
You're not, bro. You're making a false argument. Listen,
you guys are making false arguments. I'm sticking to the Bible.
Listen, God had made man and woman to cultivate the earth. It says there had not rained on the earth, and there was no man to cultivate it, because he had made man to cultivate the earth. That's why he made those men and women. He'd already made man and woman, not just man, you know. And then it says, but there rose a fountain out of the earth and watered the whole face of the earth. And God formed the man. God formed the man dust of the earth, which is a different man, and breathed upon his face the breath of life. And the man became a living soul. And God planted the garden eastward in Eden and placed there the man
planted the garden.
Not man and woman.
So Shifa, let's go through that. Yeah,
He made a garden.
Let's go through that slowly. Let's
Mm.
go through that slowly. So the same word used to say man, as we say in English, in Genesis 2, is the exact same Hebrew word in Genesis 1. And guess what the word is?
What is that?
Adam. So in Genesis 1, when it says God made a male and female, and they called them mankind,
it doesn't
in
say
Hebrew,
Adam. It says
in
Adamah.
Hebrew, Adamah means ground. Maki.
Right, thank you.
So
Adamah, that's what it says.
But Adamah is, yes, the Sumerian pronunciation.
Right. So then, what are we doing?
No, but let's go through this. So if it's not the same Adam in Genesis 2 and Genesis 1, when it says male and female made the mankind, why does it say male and female and he called them Adam in Genesis 1 in the Hebrew? Why does it say Adam in Genesis 1?
Bro, I don't know
we're dealing
what
with
Genesis
Hebrew, right?
one you're reading from. I don't know what Genesis one you're reading from, but the one
Okay.
I just read, it said man. It didn't say
So let's
Adam,
do
bro.
this. Yeah. Are you familiar with Blue Letter Bible or Interlinear, where you can see the Hebrew next to the English? Because
I'm
I'm dealing with
familiar
the
with the
Hebrew.
Septuagint.
I'm
I'm
dealing with the
familiar with the
Hebrew.
Septuagint.
Okay, but the
Okay.
Septuagint is a translation of the
Yeah.
Hebrew. So let's go directly to the
Okay.
source. Let's go to the Hebrew.
Okay.
So if you go to Blue Letter
Okay.
Bible and you go to Genesis
You
1,
say, so you're, hold on 1 second. You're telling me that the Septuagint is a translation of the Hebrew. How can you prove that?
because Ptolemy ordered 72 Israelites to translate the Torah into Greek so that the Greeks could understand and the Hellenized Jews could understand the Torah.
Okay.
This is a
Okay.
fact.
When was the Torah written, bro?
The Torah was written way before the Hellenization of
What
Israel
date?
or Egypt.
What date?
Uh-oh.
I don't know the specific time. I would assume during the
Right,
time of
that's where
Moses.
your argument falls apart because you can't put a date on it.
Time
Shifa,
of Moses, you know.
You can't put a date on it, bro. If you
There's
can't
no
put a
date.
date on it, then you can't place it before the Septuagint, bro.
No, we can't put a date on it because there wasn't a Torah before Moses. What are we doing?
Put a date on it, and then I'll agree with you. But if you can't put a
there
date
wasn't.
on
me a
it, you
date for
can't
Moses.
place it before the
Shifa,
Septuagint, bro.
Give us a date for Moses, please.
I gave you the time period. I told you it wasn't before Moses. Because remember, the
If
stories that
Moses
Moses is
exists,
talking.
that's
Hold
mad.
on, guys, come on, man. The story that Moses is talking about are way older than himself. He's recording information, yeah, in the Torah.
From the beginning, right?
Yes, but they're way older than him. So you can't tie down.
How many
age of-
generations and how many prophets had gone before Moses?
It's probably been 1,000 years or so, or maybe more. But the
Since
point
the
is,
beginning.
from Moses. I mean,
No,
Moses
I'm
was
saying since the beginning, right? Is that what you're saying? 1,000
I don't
years.
know. I don't know the exact numbers. I'm not a mathematician. Do you want me to type it in on the internet? I don't know the exact numbers.
Yeah, please. They'll probably have an answer for you.
But why are we straying away from Genesis 1 and 2? I want to stick back to that because I wanted him to show the Genesis 1 in the Hebrew so we can look at it. Let's stick to that
No, but
first.
it's clear for us, as in you're trying to tell us and explain to us something that's just been explained to us, yeah, and we tend to see it for what it is, and you're making up a new narrative.
You're
Hold on one
refusing to
second.
look at the deeper meaning.
Don't tell
You're
it.
just trying
You
to
can't
focus
tell
on your
man what
theory.
they're refusing to do. Like, please.
I'm trying to show you the Hebrew. Why don't you want to see
yeah,
the Hebrew?
you can show. No, that's fine. I'm saying, but we already have read this many times and have different interpretations of it. Yeah, and none of them match up with what you're saying.
No,
yeah?
the ones that you've heard on here. But if we go anywhere else, other people will agree with me.
No, but I'm saying like it's flowing. The way Shifa was reading the Bible, it was
to
flowing.
you. It flows, Maki.
It seemed correct to me.
To you, but that's not everything. That's your opinion, isn't everything, is it?
I'm not saying it's everything, but you seem to agree to some of it. Like you could agree that male and female were created before the creation of Adam as specific.
No,
individual.
I don't agree to that. I've never.
And
agreed
even
to that.
before the garden was created, like
I don't agree. I don't agree with that.
Let's get it right though. But
no, but that's not correct. Hold on, Michael. If we're gonna deal with a Hebrew book, let's deal with how they understood it, and let's deal with how they said the words.
I don't
and whatever.
know about Hebrew.
Let's stop doing
If Hebrews
this.
were around, hold on. If Hebrews were around before Moses, yeah, they would have supposedly known this, right?
There you go.
Yeah, but I'm trying to show you. I'm trying to show you how they understand it.
Were there
you're trying
Hebrews
to
before
stick to
Abraham,
a modern
bro?
understanding. I don't understand that.
There were no Hebrews before Abraham, though, bro.
There's no Hebrews
there
before
was no
Abraham,
Hebrews at the time of Adam, bro.
What
So
are
where
you
you
doing?
going with this, bro?
I don't know.
There was
It makes no sense.
Oh my god!
You guys are going
Where
around in
was the
circles.
Hebrews at the time
the baby of the
Why-
family,
hold
like
on. Why you guys shook to go to the Hebrew? Like what we
it's
doing?
part of the family,
I asked you to
but
go.
it's a baby in it. And let's be.
I
We're
asked you
saying
to go
Hebrew
to.
comes later, cuz we're
Bro,
saying it
better
comes
we-
later. And
bro,
you're trying to put you
Be
you
better
can't
off
put a
going
date
to
on
the
it.
Egyptian.
You guys are playing games, man. You're wasting my time. Honestly,
You'd be better off going to the
I told you
Egyptian,
to go
but it's
to
no
Blue
problem.
Letter Bible and to go to the original, to the Hebrew, to see what it says when we read
But
Genesis
Moses
1.
was an Egyptian, no?
And I wanted to show
What
you
are
the
we doing?
word. Hold on. I wanted to show you the word in Genesis 1 where it says he made them mankind, male and female. The word there is Adam. Okay? So it's the same Adam that's used in Genesis 2 when he says he formed man from the dust. You're the one that's trying to escape the facts and stick to, but I'm reading the Septuagint, I'm reading the Bible.
Adam means mankind. Adam means mankind.
Yes, in the Hebrew. That's a
Right.
fact.
So the person. Wait. Let me finish. Now, if you go on to, so for example, you keep talking about Israelites. Go on to an Israelite called King James Bible University. He studies both the Hebraic and the King James Bible, and he will tell you. He says this: Adam is the name of mankind. but Adam is not the name of the person that was designated to till the garden.
How do you know?
Go on research. Just go and research, bro. That's it. I've given you the name. Just go search for it, bro. There you
We'll
go.
put the link in the private chat.
Huh? Bro, just type in King James Bible University.
No, are you on it right now? That's what I'm asking, because it'll be
No,
better if you're
I'm
on
not on it, bro. These is videos that I've watched a long time ago, bro. I've been and watched this shit,
Old
man.
stuff, man.
Like, I've been and watched this shit, bro. Like,
Ain't new.
Because he's
Definitely
making a
ain't
bold
new.
claim there.
I say shit respectfully. I've been and watched these videos. You get me?
Mm.
So King James what?
Bible University.
Bible
It's
University.
a brother called Elder Michael Johnson.
I'll check this out. Is he saying what these guys are saying though? About there
Oh,
being two separate
listen, see
creation
this
stories?
guy. Listen, see this guy. This guy has all them camp motherfuckers running. Yeah, they jump on his stream, get killed, absolutely murked. Yeah, just shut down. Yeah, no interpretation. Here a little, there a little, precept upon precept, line upon line. You get me? Yeah, the way it's supposed to, bro. He'll tell you, he shows you, and that's why I bring you these questions about trees and so on and so forth, because when you understand that there's two levels to every explanation within that Bible. You get me?
Of course, I agree with you.
Coded.
But motion, I agree with most of what you're saying. But
And
I
the same is in the
disagree.
Hebraic writing too. They found that out a while ago. The actual the Hebraic you're talking about, the ancient or the Paleo Hebraic, those letters are also pictures. So you may get, obviously, apart from an aleph, you get like, I can't remember what layer it is, but one of them is a gate, which would symbolize a home. Do you understand?
Bet.
But then, so you understand. But with bet, you might put bet into another word. Right, but that word doesn't mean home. But with the bet within that home, it will tell you that it's encompassing a home. You understand what I'm trying to say to you?
Yes, I understand that. But this is why motion. I want to go to the Hebrew, but it's like they don't want to go there because it's going to be more clearer. I'm trying to show them it's going to be more clearer, but they don't want to go there.
But these people were Aramaeans, so they spoke Aramaic. So like,
see, they don't want to go to it. They're making excuses.
The original.
You see?
No, hold on, that's the original Hebrew text. That's the original Hebrew text. And then unless you're writing in Chaldean, or learning Chaldean, you're not actually doing
there's no
anything that's
Chaldean
Hebrew.
Torah. There's never been a Chaldean Torah. It's always been
no,
in
but
Hebrew.
Chaldean is definitely a language, no? It's
at the very least, it's Proto-Canaanite. At the very least, but it's always been Hebrew.
It's a language, though. Like, we're not going to do that, and it's the language of Abraham.
Okay. If we're going to make claims about Genesis 1 and 2, and we want to learn about what these words mean, we have to go to the Hebrew. Just like when you want to learn about the Quran. Just like when you want to learn the Quran, you have to go to Arabic. Yeah.
Zulu. Do you remember this? Zulu, 1 second. Do you remember this sentence? Do you remember this passage? It says, "If thou castest me out this day from the face of the earth, and I shall be hidden from thy presence, and I shall be groaning and trembling upon the earth, then it will be that anyone that finds me shall slay me." Who is he talking about, bro? Who is the anyone? What other people are there?
Remember, Adam and Eve didn't stop having kids.
About his sister?
Nah, hold on, Shifa. Adam and Eve didn't stop having kids. Hold on, Shifa. Let me explain. Please don't come here. This is important. Adam and Eve didn't stop having kids after Cain was kicked out, and their lifespan was extremely long. So Cain would be alive to see bare grandkids, bare of his siblings, etc., etc. So actually, within a few years, it will be a community of people. It will no longer be a few people. So
he hasn't even met his wife yet.
Hold on. Him knowing
exactly. Matthew, tell him again.
Guys, don't come.
He ain't even met his wife yet, bro. What you doing, bro? Listen, he ain't met. No. We're gonna go on to.
I can't shout over you because there's people sleeping in the home. That's why I'm struggling to get them. I can't shout over you.
Sorry, bro.
Let him finish.
So I'll finish now. Yeah. So even with the wife thing, yeah, it doesn't say he found a wife. He said he went into his wife. So he already had a wife when he went to the land of Nod. That's already settled there. So now in regards to him being scared, like I said, the lifespan of these people, the lifespan of these people is extremely long. So he would have been alive to see so-and-so's grandkids and his siblings. It wouldn't take long for there to be a large amount of people. Do you understand that? Does that make sense?
Yeah, but they can't all be... No, hold on. A town is already in existence.
He made the land of Nod.
He did not make. There is
Oh
no
my gosh.
words that suggest that even in any Bible, Septuagint or any type of text,
Maki,
1611 or
If you
otherwise.
read Josephus's
No.
writings, if you read
Oh my
Josephus,
God.
Oh, Josephus weren't right and took around when
Josephus
Cain
was a Levite. He was from a tribe of
Yeah, but
Levi. He was an
But
Israelite.
you just said he was a Benjamite earlier on, bro.
No, I
Mad,
tapped it into
mad,
I tapped
mad.
into confirm. I was wrong. He's a Levite, which makes
Oh
it even
well,
more,
please.
which makes
I
it
don't.
even
I'm
truer
not even
because he was
interested.
Josephus was a Levite, but he wasn't
I'm not even
preaching.
interested now.
Josephus was a Levite, not preaching.
He was a Pharisee.
What are we doing, bro?
All right, then cool. So were the Pharisees then upholding the traditions of man and not following the book?
No, but they had understood the Torah. That's
They
a
understood.
fact.
They didn't understood the Torah because they was breaking the laws.
No,
They had
they were being
the temple
hypocrites.
as a market, brother. What are you talking
No,
about?
motion. They were being hypocrites, but they did tell you what the law says, and they kept it as it says. Jesus was angry at them because they weren't
the
upholding.
Pharisees didn't see the sign of the Messiah, bro. What
Exactly,
are you talking
because
about?
they weren't upholding what they were told. But what they
Okay,
were
then.
told is in the Bible. That's what Jesus was angry with them. They were hypocrites. They would say the right thing, but they wouldn't do it. Not that they were saying is wrong. The saying is right, but they wouldn't do it.
They say ye. He says ye do
do
the
this.
commandments of men.
Of man.
Ye keep up the practices of men, and not the statutes of our Lord.
Yes, because they were following
These
the
are
Talmud.
laws they made people do. These are laws they made people do, bro.
Because there was Talmud, and because there was all this Kabbalah and all this stuff. Yeah,
Bro.
Talmud, Mishnah.
Bro,
Law of the
what was he
Elders.
doing? So wait. Where in history do you see Josephus teaching Israelites?
Josephus in his book here, The Antiquity of the Jews, is literally the whole of the Old Testament, like the whole thing, and it's like telling people what it is. And he literally
I've seen, bruv. See Josephus' works. A lot of it
You've
is
read it?
But bruv, listen. Right now. Let me show you something. You see on my tabs on my thing, I got a thing right called Herodians Roman History, Livius. Yeah. Lacus Curtius, Tacitus. Yeah. Bro, I've got these things on my tabs, bro. I've been and read these things. I told you, I've been and read these things, my brother. Like, bro, come on, man. You want me to tell me about Josephus, man? Come on, man.
I know, it's just
And Josephus talks about Jesus as well, Motion. He talks about Jesus.
Yeah,
but why are we not going to
Josephus talks about Jesus.
Josephus talks about the people fleeing into Africa. Yes, I hear that, bro. I hear that.
Exactly.
So why is he right about that? He's wrong about
Do you know where they messed up, Motion? Do you know where they messed up, Motion?
So Motion, why is he right
What
about all that?
Zulu, hold on, Zulu. 1 second, Zulu. If what you're saying is true, then Hebrew would be the first language, bro. But
What
as we know,
Josephus writing?
It definitely isn't, bro.
Forget about the first
It
language.
definitely isn't.
I'm not saying that.
What language is Josephus writing,
Mr.
Mr. Levite? What language is the Levite writing?
He was writing it to the Romans, so it would have been in their language.
Was he?
Josephus isn't writing the Bible. He's basically telling.
He's writing in Latin.
Josephus is telling them what the Bible. Josephus is basically.
What language is Jesus speaking?
What are you doing?
What language is Jesus speaking?
Can you guys stop bombarding? Let's deal with this.
What language did Jesus speak in, my brother?
Yep. What language did Jesus speak?
I need to address the Josephus speaking in the language that I need to address that first. Yeah. So
what language did Jesus speak?
Josephus writing the Antiquities of the Jews is to basically tell the Romans what the Jews believe, who they are, etc., etc. And he does this by basically retelling the Bible. If you read Josephus chapter 1 or Antiquities of the Jews, it's in the beginning, as it reads in the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
So
and that's before Alexander the Great.
The Romans what the Bible says.
Bro, listen to me. You're a studious young man, yeah? And so you've been through this and you've summarized stuff, right? Okay? You've summarized stuff. This is a summary to go into the tales after, because he does talk about the Jewish people and what they believe, and they believe in the Messiah coming back, and so on and so forth. Then he goes on to say there is a man that's performed magic and da. Bro, come on, bro. We know this. He's given a bit of backstory to what the Jews are supporting now. Like, I get it.
No, but
Okay.
in Motion,
But
in that
no,
backstory, he talks about Genesis 1 and 2.
Bro,
in that
yes, he talks
backstory.
about Genesis as a backstory, but he's not written the whole of Genesis from his head.
Okay,
Like
but does he have a better hold on, Motion? Would he have a better understanding of it being closer to the time than me and you? Yes or no?
What of Genesis?
Yes, and being an Israelite, would he have a better understanding of it? Yes or no?
No,
over me and you?
bro. No.
Why?
No.
Why?
Makes no sense.
Why not?
Makes no sense, bro.
So we know more than Josephus
because he was a Roman, bro, following Rome. He was the furthest thing from a Levite he could have been. But he's further from an Israelite than I am, bro. What's the matter with you?
Bro, he's a black man.
Mad thing, bro. It don't matter, bro. It don't matter about the time, bro. He was a Roman, bro.
No, he wasn't, man.
Why were the sheep lost, bro?
Do you know why he was even taken? Hold on, do you even know how that even happened? How he even started writing to the Romans?
My brother, ye are neither Greek nor Jew. That meant that Yah was over there telling people Yah were Greek.
No, what happened
Yah
was
were over there telling man Yah were Roman.
Do you want me to explain to you how Josephus became what he was, writing to the Romans? What happened was when the Romans came and took over, they captured the general and they captured Josephus and some other men. And in the cell, Josephus and the other men decided to commit suicide because they didn't want to be killed by Gentiles or Romans. Josephus.
Right, before we get
just hold on, no. Let me finish. Josephus couldn't do it, and he didn't kill himself. And instead of killing himself, he told the Romans how to defeat the Jews, and he told them about all their history and everything. That's how he wrote all this.
Yeah, and my brother Donnie Brasco had a whole story too.
Yeah, that's true. And motion. Hold on, motion. Let me kill this argument real quickly because it's so simple. Watch this, Zulu. Yeah. When was the Pentateuch, which is your Jewish scripture, when was that written, bro? Put a date on it.
The Pentateuch is the Torah.
All right. When was it written? Is it not the 6th century BCE?
Mad.
The Torah
all right. When was it? Hold on. Whoa. No. I'm asking you a question. What? Was it or was it not the 6th century BCE? Yes or no?
Put some ketchup on that.
I don't know the exact dates. I'm not going to tell you random dates.
You need. Thank you. So you're arguing something that you don't know, my brother. Now watch this.
No.
When was that? Hold on. Wait. Let me make my point.
Don't mix my words, bro. I don't say I don't know.
You said you can't shout. You said you can't shout.
I didn't say I don't know, but you're lying on me though.
When was what century was the Pentateuch written?
I don't know the specific date, but I know the time period. I know the time. Hold on, Schiffer, man. I know the time period. I told you Moses. I told you Moses. Is that not enough?
Bro, all right, listen. This is a quick one. For anyone listening at home, I'm going to prove my point right now. Type it into your Google, do any research you want to do. Go and look in the most scholarly books. You will find that the Pentateuch is the 6th century BCE. Then type in, when was the Septuagint written? It's going to say, modern scholarship holds that the Septuagint was written from the 3rd through to the 1st century BCE, but nearly all attempts at dating specific books, except for the Pentateuch, early to mid 3rd century BCE, are tentative. Yeah, and then it says later Jewish revisions and recensions of the Greek against the Hebrew are well attested. So what you have to understand is the Hebrews are not disagreeing with the Septuagint because they can't put a date on their book, bro.
All right, let me explain that to you because I don't think you understand what you just. I don't think you understood what you just read. The 6th century BCE.
I do understand it.
Allow me to speak. The 6th century BCE. They're saying that the Torah was written after Babylon, after the freed from Babylon, which is false because prior to them even being captured by Nebuchadnezzar, they had scrolls. Okay, so when you look at these secular websites telling you when the Bible was written, they're going based on manuscripts that we found. Just because we found a manuscript doesn't mean it's the oldest. It's like, because we haven't found it, we don't know exactly how old it is.
No,
like,
I'm saying to you, your scholars can't put a date on their book because what they're saying is, this is what it says, the Pentateuch early to mid 3rd century. Yeah, whereas the Septuagint is 3rd through the 1st centuries BCE. So the Septuagint, we can put a date on it. You're one, they're not sure, bro.
Do you know why?
Why do you think they're not sure?
Hold on.
Why do you think they're not sure?
Hold on. The Septuagint is translated from the Hebrew text. The Septuagint is
No,
Greek.
no,
The Septuagint is
no.
Greek. What are we doing?
Who
So and second,
authorized the
hold on,
Who
Shifa. Let
authorized
me
the
finish,
Septuagint?
Shifa. Let me finish. The Torah. If you're gonna base the age of the Torah from Babylon times, clearly you don't know anything about the Israelites, because even way before that they had knowledge. They had a Torah. David was reading Torah. Samuel was reading Torah. Joshua was reading Torah. Torah has been there way before the time period you're talking about, or the time period they're saying. So what are you talking about? What do you think that the priests were reading in the temple in Leviticus? They had the book of the law. Even says in Exodus and Leviticus, Moses carried the book of the law. They had the 10 Commandments and the Torah. What are you talking about? You're quoting some secular website and you're acting like it's evidence, but you don't even know how the Torah came about in the first place.
Broski, hold up. I'm gonna show you how you're wrong now. Watch this. Who authorized those scholars to go to Greece and translate the scriptures, whichever scriptures were being translated? And I'm gonna argue that those scriptures were not the Pentateuch. That's what I'm gonna argue, but I'm gonna say who authorized.
This is a Habaru moment right now. This is a
What
Habaru moment.
books were they?
That Habaru won him a debate still.
But Marco, this is a Habaru moment because we know where the Septuagint came from, the Hebrew. What are we doing? It's
no,
the Greek
who authorized?
came from the
no,
Hebrew.
who authorized the? Who is the person that took those scholars to write out the Septuagint?
I told you, Ptolemy ordered the translation.
What is the date on Ptolemy's life? When was Ptolemy alive?
Bro, type it in. I don't know the dates of all the people that lived in history. What do you think this is?
Are you sure it was Ptolemy?
Ptolemy ordered the translation of the.
Are you sure it was Ptolemy? Are you sure? Are you sure?
This is what it says.
My brother, are you sure that Greeks were in Jerusalem learning before that?
It's in Egypt actually.
No, bro. There's an Alexandria in Israel too.
Of course. But I'm saying the Ptolemy was in Egypt.
On the way to Egypt, Jerusalem was there.
Okay, but Ptolemy's in Egypt.
Okay, but before that, they was in Jerusalem.
No, the Seleucids were in Jerusalem.
My brother, I'm telling you, Alexander's father was in Jerusalem, my brother.
I agree with you, brother. But remember,
okay, that's what we're talking about.
What
are you talking about?
Hold on, motion. But Alexander had multiple generals. He said one goes to Egypt, one goes to Israel, one goes to Iraq, one goes to.
Bro, his father was in Jerusalem. Forget what his generals did. His father went.
But you need to. It's important because I get what you're saying.
Ptolemy was born before the 3rd century,
I can't
though,
shout,
bro.
Man. People are gonna say I'm making noise.
Ptolemy, hold on 1 second.
No, man, Schiffer, man. I'm responding to what you just said, man. Let me respond to what you just said, man. Yeah.
Go on.
Alexander the Great passed through. I'm not saying he didn't pass through. That's not my claim. But in terms of who was occupying that area, the Ptolemies were occupying Kemet. They were assigned to these areas. The Ptolemy wasn't ruling over Israel. There was Schiffer, I don't know all the dates. I just told you. You can literally type it in.
Before the 3rd century, bro. Before the 3rd century.
My brother, how did the Macedons from Caucasus become Jew, my brother?
That's not who became Jew. The people that became Jew are from Poland.
Where's Macedonia, my brother?
The people that became Jew are from Khazar. Are from Khazarian. They're not from Greece. They're Khazarian.
Yes. Was Alexander the Great? Alexander the Great a Macedonian or not, Zulu?
They're not Jews, man. What are we doing, man?
Was he a Macedonian?
My brother, the people from the Caucasus went on to inhabit Italy. The people from the Caucasus went on to inhabit Italy, Greece.
Thank you.
Yeah, Albania.
Well, everywhere.
I was literally watching a video on it today, my brother. Yeah, like seriously.
The video isn't true all the time.
I know. What are we doing? What is he doing?
Let's deal with this.
I didn't even watch the video and I know that.
Let's deal with primary sources. Because I can watch a video. Hold on, I can watch a video telling me all sorts of shit that we came from.
My brother, no, this bro, listen, bro, this is his topic, bro. When I say I watch a video, this is his stuff. Bro, this is scholarly talking, bro. Like, I don't sit down and watch. That's right. Read it again. I don't watch that. Stop it.
Because motion, I can watch a video telling us we came from monkeys.
Listen, my brother, I gave you a name of a channel to watch, a King James, a Bible University of a scholar. You understand
There's
me?
many scholars, many
Well,
scholars.
no, but go on, but bro, go and read, because again, your Israelites can't refute him or debate him, and in fact, they end up getting shut the fuck down. So it's all
I'll
good.
have to investigate that. I
Yeah,
don't
go
know
and
that yet.
investigate, brother. You get me? There's live streams you can jump on. You can go onto the live stream. Sorry, pause, and ask your questions, because I've done all of that, my brother. Trust me. There's Zoom meetings, wherever you can go on all of that, bro. You get me? Ask your questions, bro. Ask your questions,
But
bro.
you made a claim that the Jews, yeah, the ones that we know who are not the real ones, are Greeks. But actually, when you look at the history
Did I
of
say they're Greeks? The wait. I said
Macedonian.
I said those people became Italians, Albanians, Greeks. Yes.
What?
If bro. Oh man, do we need to
The word Jew, the word Jew, it means from the tribe of Judah.
You know what I'm talking about, bro. You don't.
Yeah, okay, we're talking about
don't play semantics. You know what I'm talking about.
Promotion. If we're talking about Ashkenazi and the fake ones, they go back to Khazar. They've got nothing. They're not even existing during the time we're talking about. We're talking about Greece and Ptolemy. We're talking about Khazars, and that's way after. That's during the times of the Turks and the King Bulan and the Khazarians and Poland.
No, but my brother,
not even the time period we're talking about.
King Bulan is Khazaria. Yeah,
exactly.
That's Khazaria during the Khazarian Empire. I'm not talking about the Khazarian Empire, bro.
No,
I'm not talking about that.
But that's where the fake. That's where the fake promotion. That's where the fake ones
come
come from.
Listen to me. People originated from an area. Okay, those that then migrated from that area before King Bulan, became Albanians, Greece, Bulgarians. Do you understand me? Croatians, those areas. And let me just put this straight. Understand this. Places like Cyprus and that, those were called the Kingdom of Africa. When people say that there was no kingdoms in Africa like that. Places like Spain and all that were Kingdom of Africa also, yeah. But yeah, don't let it twisted. Those rascal people then became Romanians. Like I said to you, we can see the genetic thing. You understand me? Like, stop it, man. Stop it. They live in the same areas, bro. They've moved, bro. Listen, you know this, bro.
But if you're saying the Europeans, I don't disagree with that. That's not the issue. But they weren't identified as Jews during that time. Will you agree with me on that?
Say that again, sorry, bro.
Will you agree with me that they weren't identified as Jews during those times until after Khazar?
Bro, listen, I don't even need to argue that, bro. I don't even need to argue.
That's the only thing I thought you were saying.
No. So when I say that phrase, I'm saying it as a colloquial term that we know today. Do you get me? Hopefully we call that, yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Like, before King Bulan, those people had been studying the scripts and the texts and so on and so forth before King Bulan. Bulan was just someone that made them at the time the country convert.
You're right. I agree with you.
Not someone that came on later on to then study in depth his own self, because again, those Khazars became separated from those Greeks and those Romans.
That's right. I agree with you.
You feel me?
But as we said, into the hierarchy of all those societies, they infected. You know what I mean? And their history is well documented. But yeah, when we talk about Macedonians and that, that's Alexander the Great and them. You got what I'm saying? And even the Ptolemy. Dynasty of Egypt is the last dynasty.
That's right.
And
Egypt.
And go and look at Canaanite. And the other thing is, go and look at Canaanite gods. Yeah, some of the European ones that they have here. You'll see
Zeus.
They're literally the spitting image of the Greek gods. But the Greek gods are more in detail than that. We live in a different time, so there was more.
I agree with you, Motion. You're right. The Canaanite gods, Odin, Zeus, it's the same as Moloch and Baal. It's all the same.
Where were the scholars who translated this Septuagint taken from? Which part of the world did they come from?
They were Israelites.
Which part of the world did they come from? They didn't ask you if there was Israelites.
They were Jews. They were Israelites in Egypt.
No, listen.
In Egypt.
All right. And this is where your whole argument is going to fall down.
They traveled to
Egypt.
From what I remember, I'm not sure if they traveled or if they were already there, but I knew there was already Israelites in Egypt, a large community of them.
Again, some of them traveled from Jerusalem. This is what I'm trying to show you, bro.
So they was from Egypt. Yeah. So what language did they speak, bro?
You think everyone in Egypt spoke Egyptian and during that time? Please don't do that.
So did Joseph.
Hold on. But hold on. We're talking about. Hold on, guys. What was the link? We remember in the.
I'm asking you, what language did they speak?
I'm telling you, we need to look at the lingua franca. Yeah, during that time period, it would have been Greek in Alexandria. Remember, you got all these foreigners coming into Kemet and claiming the capital, claiming the upper, and all in the south. That's when you get the indigenous. So the places where the Jews were would have been around where the lingua franca was Greek. Bare people in Egypt were speaking Greek. Hence why the Septuagint was
And
translated
what
from
was the
Hebrew to
temple that
Greek.
they was worshipping at, bro?
They would have had their own synagogues. Egypt was multicultural.
What
Shifa, just like
synagogue? Which
I don't know.
synagogue?
I don't know the specific name of a synagogue. I'm just telling you the
Is there,
climate.
is there any trace or any evidence of these synagogues ever existing?
Yes, there were synagogues in Egypt. Just type in synagogues in Egypt. They were there.
Well,
So
you're telling me type in synagogues in Egypt, they were there. Where's the traces of them, bro? They
Shifa,
don't exist.
I'm
Fam.
asking you.
They
I'm asking
don't
you.
exist.
Hold on, Shifa.
I'm
I'm
not
asking
gonna
you to
lie,
type it
I'm
in
being
so you can
honest.
see it. Exactly. What are we doing? Like, I'm
Alright,
telling
show
you
me
where
the
to look.
synagogues.
I'm
Show
telling
me
you
the
to type
synagogues,
in.
bro.
Yeah.
Did they
So
destroy the synagogues in Egypt when Moses left?
there were no synagogues during the time of Moses.
Okay, so when did they build the synagogues then?
Exactly. What we doing
Hold
here?
on,
What we doing, bro? What
Hold on,
synagogue?
guys.
No,
Are you telling me? Are you hold on.
Calm down. Just
Do
want
you
to
guys think that was a mic drop? You
No, my
honestly
brother,
think that was a mic drop?
I'm being serious. Is there a passage or something or a verse that says
What are we doing?
there was talk of their building synagogues in Egypt?
All right. So let's explain. No, there's not in the Bible, but that's not the point.
We're going to
Hold on, motion. One thing we need to remember, yeah, when we're talking about Kemet, yeah, it's not all one way, especially during the time of Ptolemy. It's completely multicultural. You had Persians that already been up in there from when they conquered Syrians, all sorts of people. At that point, the indigenous were way down in the south. Yeah,
Bro, I
being
just
served.
typed it in. It says
Hold
the
on,
oldest
Shifa man,
synagogue in
Shifa man.
Egypt, 1892,
And
bro.
I can't even shout. You know, like that, and I'm gonna get told off. Like,
I
let me
know,
finish
but
what I'm
you
saying.
need to show me the older one, please. Show me the oldest
Can
synagogue.
you not hear that? Can you not hear that I'm
1892.
speaking, bro? Like, what are you doing? And you know I can't shout.
Alright, sorry, bro. I'll
Okay.
ask a question after. Go on.
So you gotta remember, during the time of Ptolemy, yeah, it wasn't just everyone was speaking Kemet and there was just the Kemet temples. You had bare people up in there. It was multicultural. If anything, most people were Hellenized. Remember, they got Hellenized. So when you're asking me were there a synagogue during the time of Moses, that doesn't even make any sense because that's way before the time we're talking about. When we're talking about Ptolemy, this is a few years before Jesus was born, a few hundred years. So this is a way different time from Moses. So remember, the country changes over time. It's not the same. Like, what are we doing? How is that? How is that
Can
hard
I
to
go now?
understand?
Can I go now?
Yes,
I'm gonna suggest to you.
my
I'm
brother,
gonna suggest one second, Mosh. One second, Mosh. Please. Let me go. Let me go. The oldest synagogue on the planet, yeah. It says the oldest dated evidence of a synagogue is from the 3rd century BCE. What are we doing here, bro?
BCE.
Why are we like,
Is that
bro?
not? Is
Listen,
that not?
hold on.
What are you
Hold
doing?
on. Watch this. Hold on.
This
Watch
is how you
this.
sound.
It's not in. Hold on one second, bro. It's not in Egypt. It's not in Egypt, bro.
Did I tell you to type in the oldest synagogue? Hold on,
Bro,
Shifa.
the oldest
Let me
synagogue
show you how
in
you sound
Egypt
crazy
is
right now.
from 1892, cuz.
Did I tell
Type
you
it
to
in.
type
You
in?
told me. No, you told
Did
me
I
to
tell
type it in. I
you
typed
to
it
type
in. I
in
typed
the
it in.
old?
This is what I typed in. Oldest synagogue in Egypt. It says completed 1892. Then I
And you know
typed
why
in
that is?
oldest synagogue in the world.
Shifa.
If the
Them places get
one
burnt
second.
down and destroyed.
If
What are
the
you talking
oldest,
about?
if the oldest, hold on one second. If the oldest synagogue in the world, yeah, was built in the 3rd century, bro, then really and truthfully, this synagogue's being built at the same time the scripture's already written, cuz. What are you doing?
Okay.
You know why that is
I'm
as well,
gonna post it in
Shifa?
the
You know
chat.
why that is?
Because you're doing
Zulu.
the same thing.
This is two things that you forget, yeah? And this is the reason why I asked you, yeah,
And I have to go in a bit.
about synagogues in Moses, and after that, why did they build synagogues and speak of synagogues? And the reason why they didn't build synagogues, my brother, yeah, was because there was the temple, yeah. And remember, if you remember rightly, yeah, when it was the feast days, people had to travel back to the Holy Land. You couldn't pay homage outside of the Holy Land, so there was no need for synagogues anywhere else.
There weren't synagogues because that concept didn't even exist until way after Moses.
So why would they have synagogues in Egypt?
But Egypt doesn't just. But hold on, when we say Egypt, we don't just mean the time of Moses. Egypt has always had a relationship with Israel. And
after Moses, once
I'm talking about Ptolemy, bro.
We're talking about after Moses. So once the Holy Land is established, My brother,
It's a place of worship.
Abraham built his place of worship. That became the place of worship till this day.
No, the temple in Jerusalem isn't the only place where you worship. Synagogues are all over the place. There's synagogues in Africa. What are we doing? A synagogue is the people pilgrimage to
synagogues in Africa now, my
no,
brother.
even then,
Now.
even in Ethiopia, in Kush, there were
No,
synagogues.
now, my
Motion,
brother.
hear what I'm
Now.
saying, Motion, please,
Now
brother.
they are.
Motion, please hear what I'm saying, because I think you're conflating the temple with the synagogue. Yes, they would pilgrimage to the temple. I'm not disagreeing with you with that, but synagogues, just like a church, yeah, is just a building where you come together and read the Torah. It's not the temple. We agree on that. Okay, yes, they would come to pilgrimage to the temple, but the synagogues, you can build a synagogue wherever. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Were these synagogues built before Alexandria?
I don't know when they were built. All I know is that there were synagogues.
Synagogue, all right, hear me out. Now, what we're saying is, Alexandria, if that was built before your synagogues, remember, that's where all the information that was translated was coming from Alexandria. From all the text being collated and put into one place. So if Alexandria's built before your synagogues, then your Pentateuch is misplaced, bro. It's the wrong. It's got the wrong date on it, cuz. It's got the wrong date on it, cuz.
There was a Torah before. Hold on,
no, you said the Pentateuch's the first version, bro. Don't lie now. You said it was the first. You can't swap and change it.
Listen, please, bro, because I can see where you're going and you're completely wrong.
Is it the Pentateuch or not?
I want to break this down slowly.
Break it down,
let me ask you a question. What does Pentateuch mean? Let's see if you know what you're talking about. What does Pentateuch mean?
It's the first 5 books of the Bible.
Is that what the word means?
What does it mean? You tell me what the word means. I don't care.
Pent means 5. It's just a Greek term to denote a collection, 5 books.
So I was right then.
Okay.
So I was right.
I was right.
So what's the point in re-quoting what I just said?
You found a technical way to see that to make
no.
Really, because right. The Pentateuch is the 5 books. That's
the 5 books. Thank you. But your 5 books come too, bro. Your 5 books come too late. But your 5 books come too late because the text that was being translated is what was coming out of Alexandria. Remember, Alexander is the one. Alexander is the one who put all the text into one place, and this is before your Pentateuch, bro.
Shifa, the Pentateuch is. When we say Pentateuch, we're describing the Torah. It's just another way of saying the Torah.
They left,
so when you're saying me, show me the Pentateuch, I'm showing you the Torah. Why are you acting confused? It's the same thing.
Bro, we can go before your Pentateuch and before your Torah and find that Alexander already.
Hold on.
One second, bro. You said you don't want to shout. Listen, we can go before your
Pentateuch and Torah. They're the same thing. What do you mean?
Hold up. 1 second. Pentateuch is just the first 5 books. The Torah is an extension of. Yeah?
No, it's not. It's the same thing, right. Bro. What are you doing?
Cool, whatever.
Anyway, did you see what I had to ask you? What
bro, let's not argue a point. Let's not argue a point.
This is why I asked him.
Irrelevant. Bro, let's not argue a point that's irrelevant. Let's not argue a point that's irrelevant to distract from the point that I'm trying to make. Let me make my point. Same way you make yours. Yeah. Now my point is this: if Alexander the Greek or Macedonian had already collated the text in Alexandria before there was any such thing as a Pentateuch, then those texts are older than your Pentateuch. And that's what was being translated. And your Pentateuch is coming from the same text, bro.
You don't know what the hell you're talking about, bro. And I've given you.
God.
I've shown. Hold on. I've shown you how the Torah came about. The Septuagint came about because that was the original point. I've shown you how the Septuagint came about. I sent you the link in the private chat to show you that there were Jews in Egypt during the time of Ptolemy. They had synagogues. They had their own thing there because it was multicultural. Yeah. I also showed you.
Brother, during the time
of the first century.
Oh my gosh, I can't even finish what I'm saying.
Go. I was just gonna say during the time of Ptolemy, there was Jews in Italy. There was Jews in all over Spain, Cyprus, Portugal.
But Ptolemy is still before Jesus. You know that, right?
I know, but I'm saying, what's your point though? There was Jews all over the place.
Because the whole reason why we're talking about this is because I made the claim that the Septuagint, which is what Shifa was supporting, came about from a translation of Hebrew to Greek. The Hebrew Bible being the Torah. Hold on.
No, bro. The Septuagint was translated from the text that Alexander.
I made the claim. Septuagint.
What
No, the
text did
Septuagint was
Alexander?
translated.
What text did?
Yeah,
Good question.
exactly,
Good
Martin,
question.
exactly.
What text did he collect? You don't even know.
You see, I'm
If
coming
you
with this,
knew,
bro. You see,
bro, if
but
you knew,
Shiva, you make
listen,
these arguments with people, and it goes round in circles, and so it's like we
No,
argue over silly
but
things.
to be honest,
Like even
Zulu,
earlier, we argued about
to be
angel and
honest,
Satan.
Zulu,
Like, what are we
Zulu,
doing?
to be honest, Zulu, most of the great scholars and the great writings were done from Alexandria. So, like,
yeah, you
I
got.
don't know what we're gonna
Yeah,
do about that.
but hold on, Maki. That's
There's no
claims that people.
refuting this shit,
Maki,
bro. There's
you're
no
making a
refuting
claim
this,
that
bro.
people couldn't
Okay.
write before Alexandria.
This is
Of
what I'm
course they
trying to
could.
say to you because
No, we're not saying that. We're saying Alexandria has been there for 3,000 years. So you take 2,000 years, that is what, 1,000 BC? Right. So yeah, they've been there a while
We
still.
need to focus. The whole point of the conversation was Septuagint. I made the claim, and Shifu questioned me. Yeah, he still hasn't even looked at the whole Ptolemy ordering the translation. He's assuming that I'm making that up, even though it's attested that that's what
But
happened.
what did he order the translation of?
But the
Remember,
Ptolemies
Of the
are
Hebrew
Alexandrians, no?
Bible, of the Tanakh, the Torah, the Old
no,
Testament, from
no,
Hebrew into Greek. That's what the Septuagint
no,
is. What
so
we
how do you
doing?
get
no,
the New Testament then?
no, bro, no,
The New
bro,
Testament
no.
was
I'm
also
gonna
in
tell.
Greek.
All right, we've got your interpretation.
But
Now
then
hear
It's
my
not
where
interpretation,
interpretation.
Shifa. Look it up.
where's the bit
Prove me
where
I
they
wrong.
shall,
were
Prove me
Hebrew?
wrong.
bro. Bro, listen. I know.
Where's
Listen.
the bit
I know
where
these
they were
lies that are
Jews?
online.
Prove me wrong, Shifa. Prove me
Whoa,
wrong.
whoa,
I
one
tell
second,
you.
people. 1 second. Pause. Oh, I got a quick question on this Septuagint thing.
Mm.
So you're telling me the Septuagint was written about Jesus before Jesus came?
No, the Septuagint is basically the Greek Old Testament. Because remember, the Septuagint is a translation from one language to another. It's the Bible, what we have now, in Greek. That's the Septuagint.
It's the full Bible that we have now in Greek.
It started off with the Old Testament. Because
That's what I'm
Bro,
obviously,
this is how they fool. This is
Oh,
how
so
they
it was
fooled
only
you.
the
Why do
Old
you think they
Testament
burned
first.
down the library in
Yeah, let me ask
Alexandria?
the
Why do you
question,
think
man.
they
Shifa,
this is
burned
what
it
Shifa,
down,
this
bro?
is what Shifa does. You see?
Shifa, let me ask the question now. So it was the Old Testament first, only in the Septuagint.
Yes, the oldest Septuagint. But then later on, as the Gospels started being written by the apostles, they started to have the New Testament with the Old Testament, having a full Septuagint.
Okay, and that would have come from the people then going around and spreading the message, but
And
also
translating it.
because we do know, because like I said before, like I don't know what text Alexandra copied from, but like I said, I do know that both him and his father had ransacked Jerusalem before that
And they went into the temple and they spoke
and
to the
went into
priests.
Egypt. I do know that. I do know that much, yeah. So but I can't tell you what text he wrote down.
And Emotion, did you know that Alexander the Great spoke to the high priest during that time? And the high
I
priest
wouldn't be
told him.
surprised. I
And the
wouldn't
high
be
priest
surprised.
told him about the
Yeah,
prophecy.
he's got a city in
But they were
Jerusalem.
already Greco-Roman.
And
One second.
Emotion, the high priest told him about the prophecy in Daniel when it talks about, you remember Nebuchadnezzar's dream, and it talks about the different kingdoms that will come after each kingdom. And he
Mm.
told
But they're
him,
not Egyptian.
and he told him
Egyptian.
that Greece was the breastplate
No,
of silver
they're
in
just
the
a
statue.
colony of the same area. They're just the colony of the same people. So for them to go
No, they're
there, it
not,
wasn't like a
man.
conquering because it's their own
Maki,
people. They've
man.
set up that colony from a long time.
No, man.
I'm
No,
telling you,
man.
bro.
You don't know what you're talking about, bro. Respectfully.
We
What?
do know, bro. You just keep
No,
saying
my
ridiculous
brother,
things.
respectfully, you have to understand if the Messiah came or retire or arrived, at a point where the lost sheep were identifying themselves as Greeks, Romans, all the other identifications apart from Israelites, that would suggest that those people had been there. For example, my people have been in this country for a long time now. I still view
Called
myself as
British.
Jamaican. Do you understand me? So, and I guess it will take a long time for my generation of people, because even my children see themselves as Ugandan and Jamaican. Do you get me? So it will take a long time for the future generations to then see themselves as English or British or something like that. And I would suggest it would be the same, in the same way within those Israelites that went to.
Hold on, but Motion, I hear what you're saying, but how about this? Even when you say you're British or you say you're Jamaican, these are titles of nationalities, but it's not your tribe, it's not your ethnicity, it's not your
It's the same thing,
bloodline.
but we've been given tribes and they're just nationalities. That's all.
No, when you say you're from the tribe of Judah, that's a bloodline.
Yeah, but my brother, hear what I'm saying to you. Hear what I'm saying to you. We've now been given our tribes, yeah, and no matter what you say, to me, being classed as a Jamaican goes hand in hand with being black.
But okay? So can a white person be Jamaican?
if he wants to identify as it, will I see him as a Jamaican? Will Jamaicans see him as a Jamaican? Will all Jamaicans see him as a Jamaican? That's arguable. In the same way, not all British people will see me as British.
But that's because you were born there, not because it's your bloodline.
Don't matter, bro.
But I'm talking about bloodline. That's the whole point. He's calling the Jews there Greeks and Romans that were talking to Alexandria. But how can they be Greeks and Romans?
They were seeing themselves as Greek. Just the point I'm saying to you, they were seeing
themselves
Hellenized as Greeks and Romans.
So you're saying they were Hellenized? Like they
were well and Hellenized, bro.
But we agree on that point. But we agree that
Hellenized is their culture, no?
But doesn't mean that they weren't blood by blood Israelites.
No, they weren't. I mean,
see that's where I disagree with them. Do you see now? That's why I disagree.
Not Alexandrians anyway. That's what I'm saying. Alexandrians are not.
There we go. That's why I'm arguing with emotion, because he's trying to say they weren't bloodline Israelites that was speaking to Alexandria.
Oh, they may have been, but my point I'm saying to you is this is the reason why I use myself and my children, for example, was that no matter what, we've been given a tribe, and being Jamaican is something that we class as being black. You wouldn't necessarily see a white man and call him a Jamaican. You'd hear him speaking here Jamaican and be like, right, you're Jamaican. In the same way that back in the day, they might have seen a white guy that was from Judah and saying, yeah, I'm a Judean. And the man saying, what, you're a Judean, bro? How that you shot? Like, you understand what I'm trying to say to you?
But hold on.
How could that even happen if Judeans are from the tribe of Judah?
But hold on. Did they burnt down Alexandria and went where?
To the next Alexandria.
Went where? Rome.
This is going inside.
They went back
guys,
to Rome.
I need to go now. It's 1 o'clock.
They went to Rome, man.
Oh, you talking about 70 AD?
Big up everyone, man. Big
up Zulu, man.
Yeah,
big up.
I'm gonna look into that university, dude, and I'll come back to you. Well,
you need to do some more research fully.
Yo, family. Yo, you know we still live, you know.
Yeah, big up. Oh, whoa. Why has it gone to 0?
Because I deleted the last stream because I had something on it that needed deleting. But it's still recording though. Yeah, everyone.
But we done anyway, man.
Yeah, big up, bro.
Yeah, man.
Big up. So tomorrow then, family.
Yeah, man. Big up
family.
Peace.
I think that people are supposed to be confused about this though, man. They don't want people to know about Alexandria. They don't want you to be able to put a date on these things. You know, they want you to believe that, you know, the Pentateuch is where the Bible's coming from and where everything's coming from. But like I said, once we start trying to put a date on things, we're on shaky ground. And once we can understand Alexander's story and the fact that Alexander went to Egypt, he tried to take control of the priesthood. He